And with that, we are online. Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Queersoft. I'm Jesse, and back on our series of good gay games, we're back with Dark Souls Sunday. Alright, now, last time we left off, I believe we were, that's right, our good night jungles left off in the painted world of Ariamis here. Now, we had, like, partially gone through the area, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, we're, like, part of the way through. We opened up a shortcut, which took us back to the bonfire, which was great timing. And now we need to go through and, oh, man. We gotta meet Crossbreed Priscilla. Finally see that fluffy tail in person. Oh, I think we needed 34 to get our next level up. Yep, almost there, almost there. We can crush one more soul here. There we go. Another large soul of a proud family knight. And there we go. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to leave. Let me sit back down again. I just got up, now I gotta sit back down. It's not good for your joints. It's really not. Alright, all kinds of stats that I definitely want to improve, but I know more strength is going to be essential if we want to use those heavier weapons. And as much as I love the Black Knight Halberd, and this weapon can very easily carry you into the end game, you can very easily go through the entire game using one Black Knight weapon. I did my first playthrough. I used the Black Knight sword pretty much the entire game. I switched to the Zweihander for a little bit, but mostly just using that big Black Knight sword. It's big and black. I mean, it was a good weapon. I don't like the strong attack on that weapon, but mostly real good stuff. What did I also need? Oh, that's right. Darkened Seance Ring means we can put one more piece of magic here. I want emit force, because we can't shoot any lightning yet. So for the moment, we'll stick with that. Hey, Megalomaniac! Hey, what up? How you doing today? Welcome back. Woo! Woo, today's been great. I'm glad I could come home and see all that. I've been told that Peach Bowser is not actually correct. It's Bowsette? Is that right? Bowsette? Anyway, that is some good ass art, and I'm glad as a community everyone can just enjoy it. That she's hot. That's just good. I'm glad we can all enjoy that together. That's what real unity looks like. Everybody can just get together and appreciate a hot anime wife. Like, it doesn't get better than that. Oh, I need there we go. I need to drop that item, so now I can head back down there and pick that up. I was thinking, I don't have to do that right now, but sure, why not? It's not like I've got anywhere else better to be, because down there is not the better place to be. Oh, I'm not ready to go down there. Not looking forward to it. It's not my favorite. Oh, that's right. I was also going to become a human so that I can get invaded down here. Not that I particularly want to be invaded, not that I savor that moment particularly, but I know that there's, oh, perfect. Glad we got a humanity, exactly for that. Because I know there's, shoot, yeah. There's a bad boy here who shows up if you're a human in this area. Great, I'll just use one of our twin humanities. Yeah, that should be our last one. We can crush that, reverse hollowing, and then I might as well kindle while I'm alive. Yes, that is the correct terminology. That was it. Still so good, though. Oh, it's so good. I'm glad all that art is out there. I'm glad there are artists out there with that talent. Draw the horny big titty anime wife. It's good. It's real good. It's a good take. Let's slap that guy. Oh, ooh, I didn't have to. Didn't have to get hit by that guy, and I definitely didn't have to get hit a second time. But what did I do? What did I do? Oh, got hit. Alright, let's break the phalanx over here, because if I remember correctly, the invasion I'm looking for happens somewhere around here. Ooh, ow! Ow, ow, ow. Having a nice long weapon here is so helpful, though. I mean, first off, helps even the playing field, because, look, these boys got their long pokey sticks. That wouldn't exactly be fair. Ouch. Ooh. Partially blocked that. I'm sure that would have been worse if I didn't. But this is why we got those healing miracles. Plop some of these down. Luckily, these guys are super slow getting over here. Oh, wow, that was disappointing. Let's try one more time. There we go. And we're all out of stamina. Great. Ow. That wasn't very nice. Good, good, good. Let me sneak up behind this one. Can't do any damage to them from the front, hence their big shield. Which I think is brilliant. You know, it requires you to think about proper positioning in battle. Also shows that, like, hey, you know how you do this to enemies? Because you can very well go through the game, spear and shield, doing your little pokey attacks while blocking. That's how it feels. That's how it feels to be on the other side. Now, where is that invasion? I know it happens walking around here somewhere. I know he shows up down here. If I'm remembering this correctly. Again, it's been a very, very long time. I thought the guy with the Xanthus crown. I don't remember his name, but he's got a big ol' head, big ol' honkin' head. I wonder what the next wave of art will be, and if I'll partake in it. Haha. True. You never know what is the next big hype wave. Bowsette is definitely that right now, for which I am so grateful. I'm so grateful. It's good. It's real good. I think I'm getting better at it. Yeah, I saw your art on Twitter.com. You're getting hella good. That is way more skill than I have at drawing, most definitely. So, you know, highly commendable. And of course, with, you know, drawing, most definitely it's a skill, and you get better at it the more you do it, and therefore, you know, keep going. Absolutely, I support your endeavors. If you ever want to draw Bowsette, now's the time. Or whatever the next big art wave will be, because art, like all things, you know, what? How do you say that? It's like, moves in cycles. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Cyclical. That's what I meant. Cyclical in nature. I'm trying to think of, God, English. Amazing that this is my primary language. And I still suck at it. Okay, oh, I really don't want to go down here. It's bad. Whoa, what? Did you see that? You saw that? The rest of this cave was straight up missing. Now that's weird. Oh no, there they are. Ah, if you thought for a second that the undead graveyard was the last place you'd see those wheelie deal skeletons. Ah, you thought very wrong, because they are down there in space. That ain't even the only place either. We can also get there by going up and around this way, which I think is the way I want to head instead, actually. Because climbing down the well, yes, you can go. Wait, no, this isn't it. This isn't the right way. No, this is where you drop that body with the treasure. And say hello to many more friends. Ooh, look at all these new friends. They're not that friendly. Ow! And who is shooting me right now? Where are those coming from? Ooh, way up there. Oh, okay, that's when you first show up in the area. Alright, I'll let you be. But there, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. There's a ladder that goes down into the darkness. Alright. Yeah, throw your art in the ring. Right? What's the worst that could happen? Definitely go for it. Yeah, of course, as long as you're comfortable. Drawing for yourself is also incredibly highly valid. Because that's how you get better. I've been trying to work on music production for a good long while now. I have a copy of FL Studio that I've been just like, you know, every once in a while I hop in there and I just kind of like, just make some stuff. Woo! None of it's good, mind you, but just to create, just to make something, you know? And that's how you get better. I don't plan on releasing any of that stuff because it's all very early. Ooh, that's just, ow! Come on, I swear I rolled out of the way of that one. You know, all of that. Ow. There's so many of them down here. Oh. I love their design, but God, facing them is terrible. Being on the other end of that design, not so fun. But right, like I was saying, making art just for the sake of creating art, making art to get better at art so that you can release something later that you're really happy about, that's what it's all about. You know, there's no one right way to do it. There's all kinds. Oh, here we go. This is the lever I was looking for. Technically. Is that a lever? I don't know, it's a big crank. Anyway, I'm here to crank my hogs. And once you do that, spooky statue turns. Which is, suspiciously looks like a mother and a child, which I do think is lore significant. Knowing Crossbreed Priscilla and a little bit about her backstory that we'll also find more of in Dark Souls 3. very cool. Very cool that they include all kinds of stuff like that. Oh, here we go. This is an illusory wall, which leads... Wait. Oh, no, this is where the well goes, isn't it? Oh, wait. No, I'm wrong. This is... there's a shitty maze segment, and it's way worse than the room before. Ooh, if you thought the room before was bad. Wheeling skeletons. The bone wheel skeletons, but then you're in tight corridors where there are perfect lines for them to chase you down. Again, this area is very spooky, scary. You brought this upon yourself. It's true. You know what? And I'm glad too. I'm glad I could walk into danger, and I'm glad I can encourage more creation in the world. Woo. Is there something? Okay, yep, there's another illusory wall. I forgot, this maze segment is actually pretty big. It's pretty big. Oh, there's another one around the corner. I saw him. You should release it. I post almost anything to document my progress. Although my artist friends are the ones who encouraged me in the first place. That's all. Oh, that's so sick. I'm glad you have other artist friends to help, like, encourage you to get out there and yay. Okay, that's another skelly down. But yeah, you know what? I could put my stuff out there. Just the little bits and boops. They don't have to be full-length songs at all. That's so true. I love when other people do it, but for some reason I don't do it myself. Well, I mean, you know. Ah, hello. I see you over there. Come on, pop around the corner. I know you're thinking about it. There it is. Meanie. There we go. Get out of here. I like them. I really do. I love skeletons. I'm trying. I keep going to my local craft store and my local Halloween stores and all those places to see if... Oh, that's right. Those guys shoot out poison upon death. I'm trying to get myself a full-body skeleton because I want one so bad. You know, just a full posable skeleton that I could put places. I could put it in my passenger seat and sneak in the carpool lane. Don't actually do that. Don't sneak in the carpool lane. You don't have two people. But I could have it there while I park, you know, just to watch over my car. You can see. Okay, I got the key already. Gosh, this area is so... Oh, it's so big and windy. I don't like it. I do not like it. You know, there's definitely extent of, like, maze segments. Are they fun? How quickly do they become unfun? I think Breath of the Wild, like, in some cases encroaches into not fun territory. I think in regards to a lot of the Legend of Zelda games, like specifically the Lost Woods is always like a maze segment of sorts, and it's usually never my favorite area. Good music, definitely good music. I love the Lost Woods theme, like in Ocarina and all the further iterations of it, but not the best areas in Zelda games. Certainly not my favorite area in Breath of the Wild. Honestly, I'm still not sure how I got through that. I think that was a fluke. I just kept running in directions to see what would happen. And then the other maze segments where there's a shrine at the center, also not my favorite. I appreciate the variety, but like, it does get stale after a while. Alright, we got the front door open. I guess we need to head over there, huh? Oh, but I know we got big dragons up ahead. We got some spooky stuff coming around. Oh, that's right, because we opened the door, we can actually take the bottom route here, which I believe is safer. But I will go up the other way too, because I want to show that sweetness. Ouch. Which I believe... Whew, there's a big funky glitch with the giant... Ow, dragon legs on the... Stop! There's a funky glitch, if I recall, with the dragon legs on the top there. And I believe the remaster has not changed it at all. Oh shit, hello. Woo. Oh, I didn't get damage numbers on that guy. But he's still dead. That's what's most important. Not really died. He's hollow. He's gonna come back. Oh, that's right. There's a big knight up here. There's a big knight up here. Woo. And back off. Oh, that's, Oh, yeah. That's right. I believe, if I'm remembering my lore correctly, that's supposed to be Black Iron or Black Knight Tarkus. Yeah, Black Iron Tarkus. He's not a Black Knight. Black Knights are very different enemies. Yeah, and he's the one who, like, he made it super far. He helped us with the Iron Golem, but then in his world, he dies by falling off of the Anor Londo painting area, And, okay, I think Priscilla's across that light, so I don't want to go there just yet. I will go there, just not right now. But he goes and he falls from the rafters, because you can find his dead body and his armor down there, but I think his hollow body eventually ends up here in the painted world, because that is right next to where he dies. Yeah, I think that's correct. If I'm remembering that correctly. It's been a good long while since I deep dived on all that Dark Souls 1 lore. I know even, like, again, because it does highly indicate which ones are my favorites. I know the most about Dark Souls 3 and especially Bloodborne. Oh, if you get me started on Bloodborne, I probably won't shut up about it. I'm probably gonna do another Bloodborne costume for Halloween this year too, because I never gonna let an opportunity to cosplay just go to waste. One of my favorite hobbies.
Thanks.
Okay, we got more Splody boys. We got more Hollow boys. Where in the world? Can I get a Fortnite burger? Can I get a? I know there's an area up around, like up there. Yeah, there's more of these crow demons. And as much as I don't want to run into them, because they're so uncanny. They're so uncanny valley. It's not for me. If you're one of those people out there who thinks they're hot, like, listen, you're allowed to have your opinion, but it's not for me. Not really my type, bird demons. Or monster girls in any variety. Okay, monster boys too. Monster anything. You know, again, do whatever you want, but for me, monsters are not for fucking, they're for killing. Ooh, or just letting them be. You know what? Yeah, I'll let that one just chill out down there. I need to kill them. Okay, so this is... Yeah, there's a top with all the big birds, but there's like a little... How do you get down there? There's a whole other area over there where they have more loot. I'm gonna let that one be, though, because I don't want... I'm not really looking to disturb you. Not really looking forward to that. I'll just mind my own business. Let's head on to, oh, I got another humanity. Sweet. I guess I didn't have to kindle that bonfire right away. That's okay then. Just for the feeling of safety, no price is too high. Oh, hello. These guys, as much as they're like kind of gross and they explode, they're a little bit cute. I like their run cycle. They have this like fun little jaunt when they come up to you with that torch. Oh, does this lead to where I want to go? Okay, there's no window over there. If I can just... Nope, you fall right through. Okay, but there is more treasure over here, so I will take it. Happy little accidents, you know what I mean? And what the heck is over here? Oh, okay, that's the place you drop down. You gonna come down here? What, you want some of this? You come down here? You just gonna pussyfoot around up there, huh? That's a little scaredy baby. Alright, fine. I'll leave you be. He looks like he's trying to come down here, but physics won't allow it, it seems. Alright, well, you think about that while you're up there. Think about what you've done. Oh, I heard the bird demon up there shrieking and hollering, having a big old hoot. This doesn't look like... Yeah, this doesn't look like it. I'll keep it real with you, Chief. This ain't it. Guess I have to drop down there then. Alright. I hear things breaking. Oh, hello. You guys just, hanging out up there? Die. Please die. There we go. And, ooh, phase into the wall, too. Or out of it? Or partly... Oh. Okay. Not exactly, what I had in mind there, but okay. I think I have to jump down here. Oh, or I can go here. Where does this go? Oh, okay, this just drops over here. Which means I can get back up, so no big deal, no big deal. It's all... What? That weapon went right through that guy. Oh, wow. Ooh, that's right. This is one of the areas they give you a little footprints here. I think I was... Oh, what? Bird! Bird! Bad bird! Bad bird, go away, bird! No. You can't climb ladders, right? Okay, good. Bird, you stay right there. No, thank you. That thing was following me the whole time. No, thanks. Shoot. Oh, okay, there's stairs right there. I can get back up. and get this archer out of the way so we don't have to deal with that anymore. Stop that. Cut that out. I know there's another archer over there, but that's okay. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Go. I need to get back up to the big spiral, so I think I will have to go over there and deal with that archer at some point. Woo. Okay. All right. You keep that torch far away from me. I like fire, but fire is one of those things you enjoy from a distance. Like much of nature, you know, fire included. Plenty of things that like, you enjoy, but it's okay to just enjoy from a distance. People don't need to have pet bears and tigers at home. You can leave those to nature and just enjoy them from far, far away, where it's nice and safe. Oh, hello. Wait. Oh no, if I go down there, the bird might be down there just waiting for me. Ooh, hanging out. I know. See, it's been a good long while since we've had a really terrible pun on here, so you're welcome. I had to do it to him. It's been a mighty long time since we've had some bad puns. Every day, you gotta have at least one bad pun. No, that's not true, actually. We had this guy in high school. Oh, see, the bird was waiting for me. We had this guy in high school. Let me call him. I'll call him Harry to protect his innocence. His sweet, sweet innocence. And he was mostly a fine lad. Certainly a nice guy, right? But he was I just don't know why. I really don't. But evidently he just had to tell puns like every second of every day you were near him. He would always think of one, and he just had to bust it out. And most of them, a lot of his puns were highly reaching. Like you'd be drinking some brisk iced tea, and he'd be like, "Oh, that's a pretty brisky move there," and then you're thinking like, "That's hilarious. Please shut up." Oh, wow, that'll do it, huh? Huh? That'll do. That'll do. Cool. Sweet. Ouch. I forgot that happens. Okay. Okay, luckily it's not that hard to get back there, but wow! Instant death! That's a little mean, ain't it? Insta-kill. Anyway, this guy Harry, back in the old high school, he would say puns like every second, and he even entered the talent show under the name The Punisher, where he would just continue to tell more puns for the entirety of his stand-up comedy segment. Along with some stolen jokes from Jim Gaffigan. I heard those. I'm not gonna forget that. Anyway, he really, I want to believe in the power of puns. I appreciate puns for being just good-natured, good, hearty fun, you know? Nobody gets offended by puns, generally. I mean, yes, there are bad puns out there, but oh, hello. Oh, he's getting real close. Hey, back up, bud. Back up. Woo! God, that's such a cool segment, but I forgot that includes instant death. This is not great. He's gonna go ahead and do a big barf over there, but luckily you can, I think you can, right? Yeah, you can damage him by hitting these side bits over here. Which, I wish I still had some gold pine resin, because I know lightning does extra damage to dragons. And he's an undead dragon, so that would have been like twice the goodness there. But that's okay. Woo! Ow! Ow. That barely touched us. Come on now. Slip away over. Yep. We'll get him to breathe on that side, and then I can just keep on swinging over here. And looks like he has a same idea. He's gonna go for a big smash. Go for a big smash, brother. And then that means we just switch sides. Luckily, this fight here isn't extremely difficult once you lure him over here. And there he goes. One of the last undead dragons in the world. Boom, he's gone. Just like that. Kind of sad. But then that's most of Dark Souls. They present this very, like, decrepit, dying world where there are constantly, like, oh, the last of Gwyn's Knights, or the last dragon, or the last, I don't know, the last unicorn, whatever. Like, they do this shit all the time. Let's see. How do I get this one out of the way? Do I just keep smacking it? Also, not the prettiest mass of flesh over here. What in the world is going on? I thought this was, once you hit it, it would just like pop up and then you could walk under its legs. Maybe they did fix that. Maybe they really did fix that, which is hooray. Honestly, I kind of dropped my hopes on this remaster, but if that's the case, then never mind. I'll just go underneath. Anyway, I got the dragon scale I needed, so we're all good. It's all Gucci. I guess I'll leave that right there. It's not like he's going anywhere. And I guess we'll just sneak back down here. Oh, word? Did it go down here already? Oh, wait a minute. Where is this? Where does this go? Is this back to Spooky Land? Oh no, great. This is to the spiral. This is exactly where I wanted to go. Perfect. I thought for a second that might have led back down to Spooky Bone Land, but no, we're good. Oh man, the big Black Iron Knight respawned over there. I thought for sure that was one of those ones that stopped coming after you killed him the first time. Ooh, but I thought wrong. Well, I remembered incorrectly, not that I thought wrong. Well, I guess both are true. Let me sidestep that. In truth, arrows in the Dark Souls series fly way too slowly, but I know, it's a gameplay mechanic. They're not going after realism right there! Ooh! Yikes! Okay, and you know what, I'm very glad. I'm very, very glad, actually, because, honestly, not that I'm certainly no expert of game design or anything, but from my understanding, like, making everything as realistic as possible is not necessarily good game design, right? That doesn't necessarily make things fun. I'm glad my Dark Souls character never has to use the toilet, otherwise that would be a very dumb game. That would be a dumb game choice, you know? That wouldn't really add to anything. Realism maybe, but you know, how much realism actually makes a game immersive? Let me throw as many like big gamer buzzwords in there as I can. See if that adds to the conversation. You know what? Ooh, this guy kind of reminds me of the Pursuer from Dark Souls 2. But then again, Dark Souls 2, a lot of the enemy design in that game is just big armored guys with swords and shields, which is not the most creative of enemy designs. I mean, they're cool, like, don't get me wrong, but I know that was one of the big complaints about Dark Souls 2, and they're not wrong. A lot of the enemies in Dark Souls 2 is just like armored guy numbered 15. This guy's the king of whatever the fuck land, and this king, just like the last 5 or 6 other kings, they all just have big shields and swords and a big suit of armor. There she is. We've made it. We've made it to the promised land. All right, stop the tune, stop the tracks. This is really important. Oh, I didn't mean to swing at you. There she is. She's beautiful. And look at that. Look at that. Look at that for all you gamers at home. She got big feet. And most importantly, a big fluffy tail. That it's good. She's real good. And the music that plays here is so good as well. Oh, I wouldn't know. Dark Souls isn't my specialty. It's true. Dark Souls is not for everybody. Yeah. Imminent tears. I'm kind of just asking myself a lot of these times when I ask questions. Tail. Tail is very good. I ask a lot of these questions because I'm trying to remember myself because it's been such a long time since I played this game. But anyway, hey Priscilla.
Who art thou? One of us thou art not.
That's true.
If thou hast misstepped into this world, plunge down from the plank and hurry home. If thou seekest I, thine desires shall be requited not.
Oh, sad. The Fioin friend zone.
Thou must returneth whence thou came. This land is peaceful, its inhabitants kind, but thou dost not belong. I beg of thee, plunge down from the plank and hurry home.
That line, God. I know people have memed that line a ton, but this land is peaceful, its inhabitants kind? Oh yeah? Oh really? All the shit I went through back there? You're gonna say this land is peaceful, its inhabitants kind after all of those bone wheel skeletons? Unfortunately, as much as I love Priscilla, she is great. She is very high tier. Unfortunately, yep, we gotta jump into some combat.
Why dost thee hurry toward thine death?
Yeah. Sad but true. Also, she has a fun mechanic in that she can just be invisible, but see her footsteps, which is something they were like hinting at through this entire zone. Woo. Of course, that also means you can't tell if you're hitting her. Oh, well, you can kind of look for the little blood splotches. Okay, there we go. Now our health bar's here. No. Woo. As it were, scythe weapons also pierce through shields quite a bit, so not entirely safe. Ooh. I have so many mixed feelings about this remaster because those icy effects look really good, but then there's so many other parts of this remaster which look unchanged, or they look really bad. Oh, so many mixed feelings. Oh, she's gonna go for another one. Okay, nice. All right, one more. Oh, so sad. Yeah. It's sad. It's very sad. Press F to pay respects, all you gamers out there. It is very sad, but important. Important that we get the goods. There's no treasure here. They're lying. Resignation. Yeah, entirely an optional boss fight, just like this entire zone. Completely optional. Which is another thing I love about Dark Souls game design, is that they include so many areas that have so much work and detail into them, but you don't pay attention. God, the sound effect that plays right there is so cheesy. But yeah, if you don't pay attention, you can just skip these entire segments. They could, they could just pass you by entirely. You'd never see them, which is like such a ballsy move. That is what the kids call. Is that what the kids call big dick energy? That they program and include these entire beautiful zones with all their like incredible lore and stuff, but a lot of them stay hidden and you can just miss them entirely. It becomes especially hilarious in that you could pay for the DLC, and then especially like here in Dark Souls 1, getting to the DLC is incredibly convoluted, which we've only done part of the process so far. We still have more to do, which is utterly ridiculous. Oh, no. Don't heal. Stop the healing. You can pay for the DLC, and then just, if you don't find it, then that's it. You may never experience the DLC you just paid for, which is probably awful. Like, if any company that wasn't From Software was doing that, like, I would be incredibly pissed off. But it's From Software, and they know what they're doing, so I'll give them a pass. I mean, to an extent. Even then, it does involve a little bit of scrutiny. But again, that's another one of the... Ooh, they do make, okay, Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin Edition, not so much. Getting to the DLC there is also very convoluted. But in Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, they tend to make it a little bit easier to access, which I appreciate a lot. Indeed. Thanks for that F. Thanks for that F for gamer respects. Let's see. Where's the nearest bonfire? Oh, I think the nearest bonfire is going to be down by Gwendolyn. Let's see. I think the elevator should still be in place. Yeah, there we go. Right down here. And in fact, I think we have a few more souvenirs of reprisal, which I could go give to Dark Sun Gwendolyn, which I gotta, because Dark Sun Gwendolyn is the best character in this whole dang game. Here for that queer representation. Let me kneel here.
Welcome back, Blade of the Dark Moon. If mine power be needed, I shall assist thee.
God, I love them so much. Okay, here, take my souvenirs. Okay, looks like we only had one. However, I do appreciate that you can offer more than one now in the remaster, because you certainly couldn't before. You had to do them each individually, if I recall correctly. Unfortunately, Dark Sun Gwendolyn is a boss fight, and as such, I kind of want to do every boss fight in the game. I mean, I already killed Priscilla, I might as well. Though, I'm not looking forward to breaking my own heart. But, you have to see Gwendolyn's character design, because it's incredible. Okay, so we did that. Let's head back to... You know what? Yeah, let's head back to Firelink. I was talking about doing every boss fight. I need to go back and do the second Asylum Demon. The secret one that hides just underneath. Let's see. Are they still here? Okay, they're still here.
Oh, hello.
Pray you never go hollow. Thanks, bud. Glad to see you alive. I don't know if Big Hat Logan will ever leave because I don't have the intelligence. Looks like the pyromancer guy left. He probably, yeah, I think he goes down to the Great Swamp because I told him about the pyromancy we found down there. Yeah, so he'll probably be down in the the worst parts of Blight Town, as it were. You, Petrus, when do you move out of here?
I'm sorry, sometime.
Seriously, when do you get out of here? Is it after I talk to Rhea of Thorlin? I thought I talked to her already. Yeah, I have some of the miracles that only she provides. Alright, any rate, I'll deal with that when I deal with that. For the moment, let's do some funky jumps. Yeet. And let's get over here and hit that yeet. Whoa. Oh, we just barely made it to that one. Okay, let's go up and around this way. Because I need to kneel in a ball like a little egg. There we go. Yes. Bird mama, take care of me. Regurgitate food into my mouth, please. I'm tired of chewing. She's coming. Mama's gonna be here any second now. Where is she? Where's Big Bird? There she is. Whee! She's gonna take us for a ride. Yep, finding the DLC's content would be easy because playthroughs, so I don't know why they yeah, that's true. So I don't know why they bothered. Eventually, yeah, you do find the DLC because all of it's like shared online, but there's a, like, when the game first came out, when the DLC first came out, there's this fascinating mysticism around these games because, like, the lore and all the hidden secrets and, like, all of it is very shrouded in mystery, as is their intention. So there becomes this, like, fascinating dynamic that occurs outside of the games of, like, I don't know, kind of a little bit, yes, because there are playthroughs you're gonna find online and people posting their guides, but that's also part of the joy that somebody had to go through the game blind at least once so that they could end up posting that content online and, like, showing the guides and, you know, playthroughs and walkthroughs and all that stuff. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Of course, an employee could leak it because they know, you know, where everything is already, but, like, for me, when I was playing, I was trying really hard to, like, stay offline for a lot of that stuff, so the first time I was going through the game, all I had was another friend of mine who was playing through the game the same time as me, so, like, we'd constantly meet up or just, like, text each other and be like, hey, did you find, like, such and such thing over here? Like, oh, did you find how to get there? Or, like, did you find how to get this item? Or, like, oh, did you know there's a secret? Like, did you ever find the blacksmith in the Tomb of the Giants? Like, suddenly there's a really cool dynamic sharing information like that with each other. All right, here's the stray demon. Yeah, this one's a stray. He doesn't exactly have the same job as, like, the asylum demon has or anything like that. I think. No, back off. Woo! There's the explosions. He's got the same one as the fiery version over in the bad zone Isolid. Not that Isolid's not a terrible zone. We talked about this last time. I have some mixed feelings about it. Woo! Nice big jump. He's gonna slam jam with an explosion. There it is. It's pretty looking. Not my favorite, so. Ooh, nice view of the butt. There it is. Nice. Had to get a butt shot for everyone at home. If everyone was looking for fan service, you got it. You got it. I got that fan service for you. It's gonna explode again. There it is. You know, this guy has a tail, but unlike every other enemy in this game, you can't actually cut off the tail to get any special benefits. Though I get it. It's a pretty small tail. Woo. Oh, one more hit should do it. See, I definitely came here too early last time. I'm significantly higher level and better equipped to deal with this stuff. There we go. Victory achieved. Nice. And our weapon does extra damage to demons too, which is perfect. All right, we got that Titanite slab, and I think they give you a homeward bone because there isn't really. Oh wait, there is a way out of here. I did it. I didn't realize there was a way out of here. Is it? Unless this is another dead end. It's very possible. Okay, this jumps back to the beginning, so you could go all the way back to your first cell. Which I suppose, if you didn't do that already, that's going to come as a big shock because suddenly there's a Black Knight over there just waiting. That's pretty good. I never even knew that ladder was there. See, that's great. Even though I've seen other people's playthroughs, even though I've played through the game like 3 times, or like 2.5, I didn't even know that. See, there's always more discoveries to be made in these games, which is why I'm always glad to replay them. Even Bloodborne, which I've played the most, like, God, 6 or 7 times, I still find new things, or I rediscover things that I forgot about every time I revisit, which is honestly, God, that's so cool. That is so, so cool. I get that some people, like, can't replay games because they just don't have that same interest if they've already played through it once, but, like, for me, I love replaying old games and finding all those little secrets. Same with movies and shows and stuff. I didn't used to be super into it, but I'm more and more. I like to rewatch some older stuff so that you find the secrets that you missed the first time around. Yeah, it reminds me of Undertale and finding all the different routes and the little things that make you smile. Absolutely, 100%, 100,000%. I play Undertale on here as well, even though I did already beat that, and nothing. I don't know if anything can compare to your first playthrough of Undertale, because that is really a special experience. But I might give that a shot on here. I think that'd be really fun. And I know there's more secrets to discover, and I know that the Switch version of Undertale just came out, and every new edition includes like some slight secrets, little rooms and zones and stuff like that. Very small stuff, but still, just to remind myself of the fun, because I'm sure there are plenty of things I forgot about. Shoot, like, there was something else I was re-experiencing recently. Oh, that's right. Butterfly Soup, another game, or another visual novel that I wanted to... I don't want to correct myself and say it's not a game, but, you know, some visual novels, some people don't, like, consider them, like, the same as games or whatever. I get it. But, Butterfly Soup, I was re-experiencing some of that because I was looking up some cosplay stuff, because I'm working on a cosplay from that that's just about done. Yeet! Okay, sweet. Sweet yeet. Let's sneak around very slowly. But I was looking that up, and I forgot just how good and how funny and how charming and thoughtful that game is. Right? Just because you think you've played through a game once doesn't mean you...
meet anybody here.
You know?
I suppose great minds think alike.
Doesn't mean everything's gonna be the same. Same with Valhalla Cyberpunk Bartender action, which is amazing. Oh, that's right. He eventually sells the Master Key, but I think... Yeah, we picked the Master Key from the start because it's such a helpful thing to have at the very beginning of the game. Oh. Shoot, this is where you get the Golem armor and Ornstein's armor. I actually forgot all about that. I'll probably never have enough endurance to wear the Golem armor, but Ornstein's, I kind of want it. It's all pretty and golden. Alright, I'll do it. I'll buy it. Shoot. Wait, yes, I have barely enough. Okay, great. Got Ornstein's armor. I forgot this guy. Yeah, he moves over here.
So I am willing to share some tips.
Hot gamer tips.
In the catacombs, use divine weapons. That will repel the reassembling skeletons.
That's true. See, he gives you that little tip.
Well, I'm certain. So, the cursed ghosts of New Londo are formidable foes. To face them, you will require special arms or a cursed body.
Also
the quickest
true.
way to be cursed? Try the bug-eyed lizards in the sewer. Desperate measures, to be sure.
What a good dude.
You are a fine trading partner. Rumor it may be, but I have heard of a surviving ancient dragon who resides in this land. A coterie of undead serves the dragon, as they train to become dragons themselves. Sounds unlikely, but you never know, do you?
It's all true. Dang, all of his, like, rumors I've heard, they're all true. Okay, I guess that's it.
That was a fine trade. I have this funny feeling we'll meet again soon. And we'll make another fine trade, of course.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that guy. He seems kind of suspicious at first, but he actually ends up being really cool, which is another thing. Dark Souls is very good at that, making you not trust everybody, because there are plenty of situations where you get betrayed. But then, you know, every now and then, you find somebody who's just pure and good and wholesome. Yes, which version of Undertale has a new secret boss, I heard. I heard that too. I think I know who the boss is, but I wasn't totally sure. But yes, I heard the same rumor, which is, if it is, you know, if I did hear correctly, that is super cool. I might have to buy the Undertale version of Switch just for that, because that sounds really, really cool. I've also I've also never done the No Mercy route, which could be, you know, if we're talking about like rediscovering old secrets and going through all the routes and stuff, could be something I do eventually, but I think that would break my heart too much. That is for a very special kind of person, and I think I'm maybe too weak-willed. Let me see if I can go talk to Rhea of Thorland in her new hiding spot up here. See if I can tell her that Petrus of Thorland down there friggin' snitched her out and bailed on her. He set the whole thing up to try and kill her, I believe, is what they're trying to hint at. Because Oswald of Karim, the partner, the guy I killed long ago. Oh, yep, there it is. She's been killed. But she dropped 7 humanity, which is wild. And the pendant, with no effect. A simple pendant. Even so, pleasant memories are crucial to survival on arduous journeys. Which is a freaking good-ass joke by Miyazaki and From Software, is that you can pick the pendant at the start of the game as your starting item. And for the longest time, people were trying, like, years and years later, they were like, well, what does the pendant do? There must be some reason to pick the pendant at the beginning. What secrets does it unlock? Fake leaks, all that good stuff. And then, at the end of the day, the pendant does literally nothing. It says it right there in the description. It has no effect at all. And they continue to joke about it in later Dark Souls as well. There's this hand holding a pendant, and people joke. And I think when you bring it to the maiden at the bonfire at Firelink Shrine, she laughs that it's like such a foolish thing for people to hunt for something that doesn't exist, and like, it's good. It's a real good, that's a good joke. That's a good goof and gag that they played on their fans. Honestly. And very, like, you know, tasteful. It's not like they shove it in your face like, haha, you're a dummy. It's like tasteful. This tasteful little ribbon. Yes, there he is. I was looking for this guy.
Oh, we meet again.
Good old Patches with his, like, his perfect little Slav squat down here. See, you can tell that's a good squat because he has his heels on the ground. It's very important. So, you know, keeps your balance, helps you pop up quickly. Asian squat, the Slav squat, the Chav squat, they all do it. They all know the secret to the good squat. There it is. Oh, that's right, he teaches us prostration. We can learn his squat in Dark Souls 3, which is great. He sells all kinds of useful things. Eye of Death, Divine Blessing, Humanities. Unfortunately, he charges exorbitant prices for them, which is kind of a good joke. But yeah, he also sells all the stuff that the clerics who fell down in the hole back there in the Tomb of the Giants, he sells all of the stuff that they were using, which is very funny because he has a thing against clerics. He really hates them. It's honestly hilarious. And he sells all of the masks. So if you didn't get the mask you want from what's his name? Pinwheel, you can buy all of the masks right here. The necromancer who stole the power of the Grave Lord and reigns over the catacombs. Yes, the naive child, the kindly mother, and the valiant father. Such a good story behind them, how he, in his attempts to, like, live forever, he fused all 3 of their bodies into one. Ugh, it's so gross, but it's so cool. Yeah, see, Megalomaniac, you got it exactly right. I could never kill Toriel. I could never, ever kill Goat Mom. And that's, like, the very first step to doing the No Mercy route. Like, I can't even make it past the first boss fight, per se, which means there's no way I can do the rest of that playthrough. Oh, and the way the, like, the rest of the music gets distorted and all the dialogue changes, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. Let's see. I was thinking, where do we go next? I remembered last time we, what else did we do? What else did we accomplish? We got the big Bed of Chaos Soul. Not my favorite boss fight, but we did it. Oh, you know what? I should. Regardless, whether we go there right now or not, I should go up here to the Moss Lady, and I should buy some more transient curses. Because just like our Ai Shamai buddy over there told us, if we want to fight the ghost in the New Londo Ruins, we need to get cursed. We need to download Curse Client today. And smack. And smack. And there's one. Oh, wait. Ooh, item. So long, Gay Bowser. Shot him off into nothing out there. Woo! What in the world? That, oh my god, that's hilarious. He jumped right over me. Now I get the backstab. That's good. That is, honestly, best case scenario. Couldn't have worked it out better myself. Alright, cool. No more boss fights for a while, so we can bump some tunes. And there should be a rat right in here. There he is. Get over here. Get over here. Don't you back away from me. Drop the humanity. Yeah! That's what I like to see. Good. Rats are great because they drop humanity. And they're one of the few enemies in the game who do. As such, they're highly farmable if you need those humanities early game. You can keep killing that one over and over. Or, of course, once you get to the sewers, that is the prime spot. The prime rat hangout. Hello, dearie. See, if like a creepy old dude says dearie or dear or sweetie or whatever while you're working like customer service or whatever, it's gross, it's creepy, it's icky. But if an old lady suddenly calls it dearie or sweetie, suddenly that's sweet. Especially if that old lady is a gross skeleton with glowing red eyes and her skin falling off. I think that's especially sweet and cute. Okay, she only sells 2 transient curses. That's right, there's a limited amount of these. And purging stones are also good to have to break up the curse. However, in New Londo you need the curse specifically, so not a whole lot of use for those there. Do we have any though? Gosh, looks like we actually don't. I mean, we have 2 transient curses, which is great. We don't actually have anything to break up the curse. See, it's good when you're fighting the lizard. So, like, if you want to go, shoot, what's that place? If you want to go find the ancient dragon and join the Dragon Covenant, that's super helpful to have. Oh, I probably should have crushed 2 of those. Yeah, I might even need more souls than just that. Let's see, we'll crush another proud knight soul. Alright, that brings us up to 5,000 souls. Let's go in here and... Oh, yep, we can only buy 1. I see. Oh, they're 4,000 each. Ooh, that's kind of pricey. But we need it though. We do need it. I don't want to go down, find the basilisks, and make them curse me just to run all the way back over to New Londo. I would much rather have an item that I can depend upon and use whenever I need, which is what the transient curses are. Gives you temporary curse. Oh, does she restock? Oh, she has 4 more. I should just crush all my souls and stock up on these things right now. It's not a bad idea. Let's see. Yeah, we got 6 souls of a brave warrior, so we can probably buy all of her stock. There we go. That's 30,000 souls, baby. That's the power of Pine Sol, baby. Let's see. Yep, we'll buy... Oh. No? What? Looks like she only has 2. When they say hell, that's how many we have in our inventory. Okay, well, now we've got plenty of souls that we can spend at some other time. And also, while we're here, let's see if we can go back to the Ulasil area. Because I need to make sure we're on the next stage of the quest before I go back up into the Duke's archives. Because again, trying to access the DLC is this big long chain of events that you need to get just right. Okay, cool. There's the spooky glowing-eyed thief guys down here. They're cool. I like their design a lot. Also, they got parry shields, so they can deflect you very easily, which is fun. You know, I always appreciate when like you and the enemy are on equal footing. Woo! With these guys, not so much. Kind of hard to be on equal footing when they have 4 feet and you only have 2. Right? That makes it a little difficult. Ow! Stop! But like the enemies who can parry, because I could parry just as well if I wanted to. I don't mean to, like, that's not me humble bragging. I mean, like, I have the potential to. I'm not saying, like, yeah, I could bust that out, no problem. That's not what I'm saying. Because there could very well be problems. Actually, you know what? Where's the next guy? I want to parry the next jabroni who comes at me. Actually, I don't really know their attack patterns. Never mind. Forget it. Yeah, I'll just do that. There we go. Nice and easy. Nope. No. There we go. That gives us a little bit more souls too, like, not, you know, always happy to have more souls, not complaining. Of course, the enemies in this area don't drop very many souls at all in comparison to how high level we are now, but whatever. I'll take it. Nice. I know there's more around here. There you are. Block that. Strong attack was probably unnecessary. I just wanted the style points. There. We get a backstab too for more style. More style and ease. That's that steez. Don't even mess with my steez right now. Ooh, Bandit's Knife. Cool. Gets extra critical damage. It's cool if you're running like a parry crit build. which I want to do for one of these games at some point. Like, I always, you know, I've made plenty of, like, dexterity characters, but I never do any, like, characters specifically for parrying and critting enemies and all that kind of stuff. I should do that at some point. Get the parrying deck. Yeah, maybe Dark Souls 3. Oh, but Dark Souls 3 has so much build variety I could explore. I mean, you say that, but most people who, like, unfortunately the meta in that game is almost always to be a quality build, which is actually hilarious because my very first playthrough of the game, I was a quality build, and, like, turns out, oh, whoopsie daisy, I picked the best build in the game. My bad. Yeah, sorcerers got nerfed pretty hard. Ouch. I mean, they're viable. The thing is, they got nerfed compared to what they used to be, which is, here in Dark Souls 1, sorcerers can one-shot a good deal of enemies. And other players. You can very easily do 1,200 damage in one spell. So when you compare to Dark Souls 3, it's like, oh man, this spell only does like 600 damage at its peak. That's not nearly as powerful as it used to be, so then you think, oh man, that's hardcore nerfs. But in reality, it just makes it a little bit more on par with everything else. Ouch. But the nature of Dark Souls, right, because it's so hard, everybody's looking for the easiest way to win, and therefore, everybody looks for meta. What are those meta builds? What are the meta weapons? Of course, most of the meta weapons and builds and stuff all require DLC content, but luckily, Dark Souls, if you're good enough, you can win with your bare hands. You can win with a rusty spoon, which is something I love about these games. Sure, a lot of people want whatever the meta is so that they can get, like, the easy way out or whatever. But honestly, like, if you got the skills to pay the bills, the game rewards you for it. You get those Steez points. All that style and ease. I mean, it'd be kind of cool if maybe there was, like, an experience bonus or something like that. That'd be kind of neat. I always appreciate when, like... I mean, yeah, I'm kind of mixed minds about it. Yeah, in some cases, I really like when a game, like, you get an experience bonus for playing on a harder difficulty. You know, that sort of thing. But then there are other circumstances where, like, it's kind of cool to just have the same difficulty for all of them, and... Or, you know, to have the same experience gain or money gain or whatever for all players. So, because you don't want to, like, if somebody wants to play the game on easy, there's no reason to, like, punish them for it. I see plenty of games where, like, oh, if you play on easy, you'll only get, like, half experience or whatever. Which I think is a little lame, to be honest. Right? It's a little exclusionary. I get it. Like, I get what they're going for, but, you know, you don't have to be a meanie about it.
My home of Ulysil was reduced to ashes long ago in my time.
Long ago.
I've
She's
been
a time
alone
traveler.
since. But to be summoned thus, and to be of service to thee, it is most rewarding. Oh, forgive me. Such a long past time is none of thine concern.
Yeah.
If thou art in need, pray summon me again. I wish to be of assistance. May the flames guide thee.
She's nice, and her outfit is so dope.
I am Dusk. It is
So good. Look at all those frills and the laces. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Okay, yeah. Looks like there's nothing else we can get from her. I mean, I could buy all those spells, but I don't need them. Alright, so that's that, which means the next part of that quest is probably to go to the Duke's Archives. In which case, take me on out of here. Turn to my last bonfire, and then I'll warp over to Anne Orlando, and we'll just head right in there. Which means we gotta get past the boar again. There's quite a few problems, but it should be okay. It should be okay. Let's go to... Where is it? There it is. Anne Orlando. Go ahead and put my hand out there, activate the warp, then I'll swing on by to the Duke's Archives. She doesn't have any new dialogue for me, does she?
You are one of us.
One of us.
That
One of us. One of us.
Pleasant one. We are both blades of the dark moon.
Yeah, Blades
I
of the
shall
Dark Moon
fall
Covenant.
fighting
My
alongside
favorite.
you.
Fighting sinners for Dark Sun Gwendolyn. It's good. It's all very good. I mean, of course, the ones in charge are the ones who get to dictate what sin is, and evidently the royal family of Gwyn is certainly not free of sin. They're not free of sin at all. Let me sneak right by here. However, you know, when you're the one in charge, you kind of get to, you get to choose what is ouch, what's in and what isn't. I mean, of course, they're not all bad. Some things we can agree on. So, like, killing innocent NPCs gives you, like, these invisible sin points. There's no way to actually calculate them. But you have them, and you accrue them. And then so people in the Blade of the Darkmoon Covenant are supposed to go hunt you down when they use the, what is it, the blue? Yeah, the blue eye orb. Yeah. Which is fun. I might do some of that. Though, of course, I know the player base is super low now. Because this remaster didn't do enough to keep people involved in the game. Unfortunately, I think that's just From Software has kind of had that problem regardless. Like, they include New Game Plus, but most of the New Game Pluses don't actually add anything new. Some of them add new rings, which is cool, like upgraded like +2 or +3 versions of rings. I think, surprisingly, the game that most people dislike the most out of the series, Dark Souls 2, they actually do the most with New Game Plus, more so than any of the other games. They have these bonfire ascetics that you can activate to make certain areas like the New Game Plus equivalent, while not actually being in New Game Plus, which is honestly really cool. It's a really cool idea. And the reason that it works is because Dark Souls 2, ow, stop! Oh, those are headshots, no wonder they're doing extra damage. Because Dark Souls 2 has the most, oh, that was bad. Most differences when it comes to, ow! Stop! Ooh, they do a lot of damage actually. That's really bad. Anyway, Dark Souls 2 has the most differences when it comes to New Game Plus areas. Like, they move enemy placements around, and enemies get different moves, and like, there's a lot of really cool stuff. Summon signs move around, there's all kinds of fascinating things. Which unfortunately, none of the other ones do. Which is kind of sad. Because New Game Plus doesn't feel like it's worth it. Especially Bloodborne. Bloodborne, I think, does the least with New Game Plus, which is too bad. Which is what, ow, 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 ow. Most of the time, I just make new characters anyways, instead of, you know, instead of bothering with New Game Plus most of the time. That's why I've got, like, we'll see. Eventually, because I'm gonna stream Bloodborne on here at some point. You'll probably see all of my, like, 7 characters that I've got all lined up. Woo! And the reason for that is because, like, you know, you don't really have a lot of reason to go into New Game Plus. Ouch. These guys are giving me more trouble than I thought they would. One at a time, one at a time. Because they swarm you is the problem. Which is, unfortunately, as much as, you know, this is why every game has some things that they do great and some games that they do not so great. Right? Never, you will never catch me writing off a game as being like, oh, this is pure garbage, this one sucks. There we go, there's the special item I needed. The broken pendant. Perfect. Let's see, I believe that's a key item. There it is. Broken pendant. Half of a broken stone pendant. The vine appears to originate from Lucille. A powerful magic can be sensed from this ancient stone. Yet men of this time can neither manipulate nor sense its power, which has a distinct air consisting of both reverence and nostalgia. Because we're gonna go back in time. He's gonna take you back to the past. So please kill this guy in one hit, thank you. Sweet. If you don't kill those channelers instantly, they teleport and they continue to shoot you more later. It's bad for business. Ouch. Bad for your health, bad for education. It's all bad. Alright, great. Now that we have that pendant, though, we can go to Oolacile. Which is fun. I don't think I want to do Oolacile before this area. I think the way I want to do this, I'm just trying to plan this out. Whew. I mean, I could go to any area if you want. Like, honestly, if anybody in chat is like, hey, go to this area right now, I'll be like, hell yeah, why not? Absolutely. No reason not to. But the way I'm planning this out in my head is that I think Duke's Archives, and then Oolacile, and then I'll go to New Londo last, and then that should be the game. Unless, oh, there's one more optional area. I could go try and get to the Ancient Dragon. I make no promises, because I don't usually go to that area, because I don't usually join that covenant. But I could. I totally could. Alright, more elevators! Yay! Let's go! Alright. Come on, take me up. Take me up to the bad zone. There's gonna be more bads up here. More biggie baddies. More biggie smalls. Where are they? Oh, there's one. Again, this is one of those cool, like, pseudo another player. I love these fights, honestly. Ow! Ow, ow, ow. Because they have all the capabilities that you do. And see, if that guy is wearing, as you can see right there, if he's wearing more armor than he could actually, like, afford to carry with his encumbrance, he has the slow fat roll, which is great. I love that they, like, you know, they have all the same pros and cons that you do as a player. Stop. Stop. Give me that. I've missed too many of these. There we go. Sweet. 2 Twinkling Titanite is good. It's getting more and more crystally as we go up and out. Need ring. What ring are they talking about? Oh, Ring of Sacrifice. Yeah. Yeah, I should put that on right now. Actually, I don't know. You're supposed to die in this area. It kind of really sucks. I really hate this, actually. Because they have this one area here where... Yeah, I should put that ring on, huh? Wait, no. If you put a Ring of Sacrifice on, doesn't that... I think that means I have to go back here anyway. Anyway, fine. I'll just die. This area is the one place in this game that, like, super hardcore sucks. Is that... Dark Souls, they've always taught you that, you know, anything is accomplishable. You can go beat up the enemy with your fists. Unfortunately, they have this setup where you have to die, because then you get put in this jail cell. Which is, like, not terrible, but it is highly antithetical to everything else Dark Souls teaches you, or is supposed to teach the player, which sucks. It sucks a lot. Stabbing in the back ahead. Ooh, true. We got Snake Boys on guard. Can we... Yeah, you can hit him through the jail cell, which is awesome. Because then you can grab the key through the bars and break yourself out. Truly, if they were going to put me in jail, they really should have took my weapons away. That wasn't very smart. You know, for being like... For Seat the Scaleless being some kind of like genius recluse to hold himself up in a huge library, he surprisingly kind of dumb, to be honest. Didn't even bother to take my weapons away. Kind of not a smart move. Alright, bring the funky tunes back. This area's gonna be silent for a while. Oh, there he is. Oh wait, no, is he gonna... Wait, no, I think he plays a funky tune. It's even more funky than my tune. Yeah, that's right. This is one of very few areas that has its own music. Which is really cool. I wish... I get it. I understand from a design standpoint why they do that. It is very fascinating that most of the Soulsborne games just don't have music at all. It is very cool. But, you know, the few areas that do are so eerie and so cool. But of course, by having most zones be silent, it helps to emphasize the few areas where they do have music. So, like, I get it. I do get it. Also, it's a big alarm that all the snake demons, they just, if you don't kill them right there, they just run right past you and they try and go up that ladder. Because they're trying to leave. Because this bell has been rung and we got spooky squid platoon people coming out. And they're spooky scared. They're actually not that bad, but, oh, and so the first time you come here and you see them all start to squirm up all of a sudden, the enemies that you thought were scary are running away from these things, which are supposedly way worse. Ouch. They do hurt. And if they... Yep. I was afraid of that. I was gonna say, if they do grab you, it does hurt. Very, very bad. Ooh, get away from me, Cthulhu monsters. Great, thank you. No. Yeah, they spit. Anyway, they come up at you, and they're very unexpected, and there's spooky music playing. The very first time it's real good. See, this is From Software, like, slightly delving into that, like, H.P. Lovecraftian, eldritch horror kind of stuff, which they perfect in Bloodborne, but for the moment, they have some very cool experimentation, because it also happens, you know, in a big library with forbidden knowledge, where people go crazy from learning too much. This is very much like Bloodborne beta mode. This is like, you can tell, they're laying out in the groundwork. This is the prototyping. because the main man himself, Hidetaka Miyazaki, he did not work on Dark Souls 2. That was like the B team or whatever, which is why a lot of people hate Dark Souls 2, because it doesn't feel the same. Because after Dark Souls 1, supposedly Miyazaki went to go work on Bloodborne instead, which is why it has all of that flair. So, you know, you lay down the puzzle pieces, it all starts to make sense. Ooh, not that I want to. Oh, please! Ouch. Come on. Not that I want to analyze like a real person's life, like it's impossible, but that is kind of what they teach you in Dark Souls, with the way the lore works out. You gotta read those item descriptions. Gotta look at all of Miyazaki's secret interviews. The lore, it's all there. Oh my gosh, there's so many of these things. I think eventually, we can get up there and silence that song. I actually don't remember. Alright. No, bad. Bad. Whew. Also, this area over here. See, it's all fun and games. As long as you're not in intelligence build. Most of the enemies in this area are all very resistant to magic. Especially those big golems. Those big golems barely take any magical damage. So you are in big trouble, mister. If you come here with an intelligence build, things are rough. Things are very rough. It's fun, and it's all lore appropriate too. Ah, yes, that's right. Soothing sunlight and bountiful sunlight. The only miracles of their kind in this game. They heal nearby friendlies, which is really cool when you're doing that jolly cooperation. However, it requires you to be in the, shoot, what is the name of that covenant? Anyway, Guinevere's covenant, the Sun Princess covenant, whatever the fuck. Yeah, it's restoration for yourself and allies in the vicinity. Eventually, the Dark Souls games, they just add vicinity healing to all the other miracles, which is such a good touch. Hey, Big Hat Logan!
I don't suppose you could stage me a getaway.
Yep. It wasn't enough that we saved him the first time.
It's a storehouse of knowledge, so close but just out of reach. The thought offends me, so I could simply die. As a student of the arts, you understand me?
Sure, yeah. I am a student of the arts. How did you know?
What a chance meeting this is. Alas, I'm imprisoned once again. I don't suppose you could stage me a getaway. The archives. Such a storehouse of knowledge, so close but just out of reach.
Yes.
The thought offends me, so I could simply die. As a student of the arts, do you understand me?
And see, this is also part of that H.P. Lovecraft Bloodborne shit. Frickin' Big Hat Logan, of course, being the immaculate scholar that he is, he comes to the Duke's archives searching for that forbidden knowledge in this big-ass Hermaeus Mora-ass library. So, of course, he's looking for that ancient forbidden knowledge. Oh, no. Camera, work with me here. I did not mean to target that guy. Whoa. Yeah, give me that. Oh, I thought I could get the backstab and that would keep me safe from this guy. Nope, didn't work out that way. No. Oh, shit. Oh. Ooh-wee. That'll do it. That will do it. Yikes. That shouldn't have happened. That shouldn't have happened, but it happened. See, those backstabs, that's what I'm looking for. They didn't give me any of those. Nope. Alright, that's fine. I'll make my way back there. But yes. Good old Big Hat Logan, the immaculate scholar that he is, he comes down here looking for those forbidden tomes. He's looking for that sweet, juicy forbidden knowledge. He's looking for that apple of Eden or whatever. And of course, he's gonna drive himself mad looking for all that forbidden knowledge. Because what does... Oh, sweet, we got the key for this area. What does Lovecraft teach us? Your brain can't handle all of this. You know, this is your brain, he holds up an egg, this is your brain on forbidden Cthulhu knowledge, and then you crush it. That's what happens. It happens just like that. Alright, now I know that... I believe that key unlocks one more door. There should be something else around here. Because we need to get... I don't think we get it for a good long while, but there's another key that we need, of course. You know, actually, Dark Souls and Doom, the classic Doom, have a lot in common. There's a lot of backtracking looking for keys. But we need to go get a special key to go open Big Hat Logan's cage to get him out of here. And there's like 3 special keys for this area that all open different things. And, Logan, I'll leave you in there, bud. I'm sorry. I mean, I'll get him out. If I find that key, I will get him out. But for the moment, I'm going to have to leave him surrounded by all those tentacle monsters. Like, you reap what you sow. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Alright, what do we have up here? Round 2 is what we've got. Grab my goods. Yeah, there's that parry. And, oh, my follow-up is ruined. No, the roast is ruined. But, what if... I killed the snake. This guy's versus my own. You like that? You like that steamed hams? That Beyond Dead meme? Of course, every meme these days has a lifespan of like 2 days. Every meme is a dead meme. Steamed hams, though. I mean, it went on for quite a while. I gotta respect that. I think a lot of that, too, depends on... If you want to get into, like, meme culture, it really does depend on people creating and facilitating and resharing memes, right? Because people continue to branch out with their creativeness. As long as... If a meme just gets regurgitated in its current state, then it dies. You gotta, like, switch it and evolve it somehow. That's the reason why, like, some meme... I mean, there's also, like, a level of irony required, I think. As much as I'd like to avoid irony, because it is... irony can be very poisonous. It can stop you from enjoying things you legitimately enjoy. There we go. Archive Tower Giant Door Key, which should take us up. And then we'll go back down and open up the door for Big Hat Logan once we find the different key. Because I don't think this key is for that door. I don't think so. Oh, but like, you know, some memes, they do require a certain level of irony to stay alive. Like, you know I had to do it to him. Lucky Luciano's famous pose. That's a somewhat old meme, you know? It is beyond a year old, but it still checks out because it has a certain level of irony and a certain level of, you know, mixing it up in a lot of different ways, right? The pose is iconic, but sneaking his picture into other pictures, or other people posing, you know, doing that pose, or just the street, or just the silhouette. You know it's a powerful meme when just the silhouette of the guy is enough to make people identify it. It was, you know, not all memes are made equal. Some have insanely high power levels in comparison. Good, slimy things are out of here. Is this the key? This isn't the key for Logan. Yeah, there we go. He's still stuck in here. Alright, we'll leave him for now. I'll wait till he goes hollow later, because I know it's coming. Alright. Yeah. Oh, that's his name? I never knew. Oh, yeah, the you know I had to do it to him guy? Yeah, that's Lucky Luciano. Who, I don't keep a whole lot of tabs on him, but evidently, Mr. You know I had to do it to him got himself in jail recently. I saw his mugshot online, which is, maybe not the best look, but that alone is a meme that never dies. And I can respect that his brand is that strong, I suppose. I guess I can respect that. Alright, let's see. We have the key now, so we should be able to go up there and open that door. Should be good now. Ooh, do I want to stop at that bonfire? No, we'll keep pushing on. We'll keep pushing on. It's fine. I don't want all the enemies to respawn, because if those snake people come back, they'll run up this ladder and then they'll get you from behind. Gosh. Dang, look at that lab. Look at this library. It is huge. It's a good sense of scale. I really appreciate that. Okay, yes, this is the giant door. Of course it is. It is a door and it's giant. But for the moment, this also opens up some new avenues to get some sneaky secret treasure over here, which requires us to carefully. Ouch. That wasn't so careful. That kind of hurt. But treasure! Maiden outfit and the white seance ring, which is what Rhea of Thorland wears. Which is cool. It's another good light armor set, which is great because our endurance isn't that strong yet. Oh, is that the bonfire down there? You know what? If the bonfire's down there, I might as well just, because I'm gonna get hurt more if I jump in. And yeah, you know what? I'll just rest at the bonfire. Sure, some snakes are gonna come back, but that's the price you pay. Though I gotta tell you, I am quite sick of these motherfucking snakes in this motherfucking library. That's what I'm saying. Hilarious. Also, hilarious current reference. Is that a meme? It's hard to say when a meme is, you know, if a reference is just a reference or if a reference is a meme. Because Leroy Jenkins, a reference and a meme? You know, hard to say. Oh, when did music play while gaming? Is this something I'm only now noticing? Yeah, Dark Souls is mostly a quiet game, so I like to put on some of my own music. Is it too quiet though? I can turn it up. Other games though, like Valkyria Chronicles, which has its own soundtrack that plays most of the time, I just let it play itself. But Dark Souls, which is mostly quiet, I might as well play some funky tunes. Because I mean, your first playthrough, it can be fun to just go through the areas and, you know, really soak in that silence and that ambiance. But you know, I've played Dark Souls quite a few times now. I think I just turn off the music when we have like boss fights, because boss fights have their own music, or certain very specific zones, like Firelink Shrine, for instance, has its own music. Bad boy. I mean, I love his dance. God, I love the Channeler dance. It's so fun. But you need to cut that out right now, Scoop. Get that out. Which again, another very unfun moment if you are a intelligence build, because those guys are super resistant to magic. So they'll just, if you fail to kill them right there, they'll dip on out, and then they'll just reappear later and just continue to shoot you as you go through the area. But luckily, we're big strength, strong builds. We go and we smack enemies with big sticks. And that's how we win video games. Yes, good. And, you know, and get the occasional cheeky backstab every now and then. I'm sorry. Dark Souls 1 just hands out those backstabs. You're kind of a fool to not take them when they appear. Like this. It is way too easy. Maybe I'm quite glad to not be doing a whole lot of PvP this run, because I'm sure it would result in getting backstabbed a ton of times. Alright, let's see if we can crank that hog real quick and turn this around. And then get this cheeky bugger up here. I see you, Finch. I see you. And now I'm here to face you. Sweet. That'll do it. I know there's some there's a treasure chest hidden up here somewhere. Isn't there? Or that might be the other side of the library. I actually don't remember. I'll keep an eye out for it. Oh, more arrows. I see it. Chest ahead. Oh wait, is the chest this way? It's not, is it? I think they lied to me. Yeah, that's not a very nice note. It's not a very nice note at all. I rate it foul, but unfortunately, the Souls games have a very weird rating system where if you rate a note positive or negative, it gets a higher rating. I guess what the rating system then indicates is that, like, this note had an effect on a lot of people, which is really, like, it can be kind of fun to, like, put together the untold story there, because if you see a note that's like, oh, you should try jumping, there's treasure ahead, and they put it over, like, what is clearly a fall to your death, and it has a ton of ratings, that's probably because a lot of people died to it and were like, what the fuck? That's bullshit. And then they come back and then they rate it negatively. But you can't tell which ones are the positive and the negative ratings. It's fun. I mean, it's fun to an extent. If you're the one who's dying and losing your progress because you got tricked by it, it might not be that fun. I think you lose some fun mileage there a little bit. Alright, sweet. Fully topped off on health. Yep, pretty sure this one's not a mimic. Yeah, we're good. There are some mimics in this area, but they aren't up here. Okay, cool. So that's the treasure chest I was thinking of. That one's totally safe. That one's Gucci. Let's see if I can... Wait, is this where we came in? I can't remember if this isn't where we came in, is it? Yeah, no, we're higher up now. Right? Yeah, this is, oh no. This is where we came in. Though, it's nice. God, again, Dark Souls has many areas where you just get to appreciate the scope of the world. You know, that's Anne Orlando down there, right? That's the big cathedral and all that stuff. And this is Duke's Archives, which you can actually see while you're in Anne Orlando. you can see the tower, and then you put that together, and you get to, like, you get an actual tangible marker for the amount of distance you've traveled, which is really, really cool. It's a good tune. It's a funky jam. And here we go. Take me up. Hiya! This is where wait, no. Did I come from here? It's hard to tell where I've been. Where did I come from? And where did I go, Cotton Eye Joe? I'm trying to piece it together. I think this is new. Yeah, this over here is new territory. Here we go. Yep, there's a bad archer. Ow! There's a bad archer. Yep. That is like lodged right into my neck. Thanks, I really appreciate that. And then this lever opens up. Oh, this is open up again. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. This is the classics, the true classics. Got a bookshelf that slides open. I love it. It's such a cheesy gimmick, but boy, howdy, I love it. And we got a bonfire right here, which is great. So good to have. Close to leveling up. We're not quite there, but I can become a human. I can reverse my hollowing, become a human. Get rid of my floppy bacon skin. There we go. Nice. Looking good, and let's see what else do we have around here. Yep, we got baddies. Woo! That was a narrowly avoided hit. Oh, that is not who I intended to hit with that. Oh, that's scary. Yep, I knew his jump was going to take precedence over mine. Which is, if I had enough poise, I might be able to, like, I could have persisted with my attack anyways. Like, yeah, I'd get hit, but I'd hit the enemy. So, you know, you trade. You know, some pros, some cons. Ah, but those jumps are so fast. Alright, forget it. I don't think I actually have to kill these guys. I don't think I do. Let me just hop back in. No. Let me. Also, I didn't want to roll that way. Thanks, Dark Souls. Thank you, Dark Souls. And come on. Such a tiny sliver of health he has left. That's okay. That's fine. Oh, I did it. Bowsette has been drawn by me. Hell yes. Hell yes. You're doing the Lord's work. Thank you for spreading the gospel. If you want to share that at any time, I'd be more than happy to take a look at that sweet, sweet Bowsette. And just to appreciate your art. Thank you for creating more art in the world. That's probably really cheesy, but you can never have... Ow! Too much. Right, in a world that kind of devalues... Shit. God dang it. I just became a human, too. That was my bad. I was getting too cheeky out there. And now I need to go up there and reclaim my souls. But, what cheesiness was I saying? Extra cheesy cheese whiz on top. Right, in a world that often has a habit of kind of devaluing art, especially like smaller art, not done by, right, because not everybody is coming at the pussy painting Mozart or whatever, right? There are many small artists still honing their crafts, as we all are. It's not like big artists stop honing their craft, but right. Sometimes it can be hard when you don't see that appreciation, especially when the appreciation is commodified into like how many people liked and shared your picture on like Instagram or Pix or whatever platform you're using to share your art, right? I get it. It can be very disheartening. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it all the same. In fact, I appreciate it more for that reason. Okay, I know that Archer is hiding up there, and I know... yep. Sneaky Breaky's coming over here. And that's what you get. You didn't have to come over here. I would have let you live, but you had to come around my turf. You really shouldn't have. Okay, this one's safe. I know around here there might be a mimic or two. Somewhere around here. Alright. Okay, so this area is still good. Still clean and sweet. Where are the mimics at? I know they're around here. They put a ton of treasure chests around here so you get a false sense of security. Okay, cool. That's the Channeler armor, which is cool. It's fun for dancing around. There it is. There's mimic number 1. And there it is. I'm going to dodge that nice and quick. Da, 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 da. What are you dropping? What are you dropping? Where are we dropping, boys? Enchanted voucher. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good one too. If you're an intelligence build, they give you a free weapon right there. Oh, there we go. There's the giant cell key. That's to get Big Hat Logan out of his gay baby jail. So I'll have to go back down there. I'll go back down there and free him from his little cage, because he's been coming out of his cage and he'd be doing just fine. Okay, is this another mimic? No, this one's fine. I had a slight moment of panic where I'm like, wait, no, what if it is? What if it is? What if I just did that? Oh, that's not an illusory wall. See, it has such a high rating because either people get mad about it and rate it poorly, but then that still makes the number go up, or people are in on the joke and they're trying to epic prank the rest of your friends. Okay, cool. Fog wall open. Cool, 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 cool. So that leads to the real Seath the Scaleless fight. Because when you try and fight Seath the Scaleless the first time, it's rigged. You're supposed to lose, which is so lame, honestly. It's really lame. Okay, cool. Here's the last treasure chest in this area. It's the Crystal Ember, which is great. Which is good. Get crystal weapons, which are cool if you're an intelligence build. Doesn't really do anything for me, but still cool. Now I need to go back to... man, I gotta go all the way back around to that prison cell to go open up Big Hat Logan so he can get on out of there. You know what? I'm gonna spend my souls before something bad happens, because I can foresee something happening. Something very bad happening. Oh, sweet, you added me on Twitter. Hell yes, I will look into that art as soon as... ow! Fuck. As soon as we're done gaming here. As soon as I'm done getting... oh god, completely demolished by these sneaky arrows. Okay, cool. Strength to 36 is a nice benchmark to be at, I think. Because that means we can just barely use... yeah, we can use weapons like the Giant's Halberd. Look at this thing. It's like the Black Knight Halberd, but huge. And golden. Does less damage though, at least base damage. But of course, all of the non-special weapons per se, like the secret is that yeah, look at that, Crystal Halberd boosted way up because you gotta put the rest of the benefits on there. Once you improve it, get it up to plus 10 or whatever, and then you apply your sneaky like special elements to it, it becomes significantly more effective. Okay, we still can't really use Grant. Ooh. We can use Dragon Tooth if we two-hand it. This thing is... oh, it is mighty cumbersome. It's kind of ridiculous, but wow. That's a fun weapon, it really is. 290 damage, like some very high poise on that thing. Unfortunately, it weighs 18. And it also has a durability of 999, which is so cool. You basically never have to repair that thing in your life. Oh, we can also use the Dragon King Great Axe. Sweet, and if I recall, yeah, it's one of the few special weapons that has a special attack. Unfortunately, all the special attacks in this game use weapon durability. Later on, they use the, I don't remember what they call it, the blue bar. You get the blue special points, which is cool. I like that system a lot more. Oh yeah, that's a fun attack as well. Launch people into the air, and we have just enough strength to one-hand that. It's a good horizontal chop moveset. Oh, Demon's Great Axe we can also use if we two-hand it, which is great. Oh my gosh, we're getting so many cool new weapons that we can use now. A lot of big strength weapons we can finally wield, which is very fun. Very, very fun. Good stuff. Oh yeah, we can use this in one hand. Kind of slow though. I think if I'm gonna use something slow, I might as well commit to using something that's like huge and ridiculous like this. Ah yes, that is a moveset I'm very familiar with. So yeah, I told you I used the Black Knight sword my first playthrough, and that was like all I did. Ah yes, good old ultra great swords, even more so than regular great swords. Oh, there's that Drake sword. Shoutouts to Drake. Thanks for playing Fortnite, buddy. Anyway, give me back my regular weapon. Where is it? Where is it? There it is, Black Knight Halberd. I'll go ahead and rest. Now I don't have any souls left, so everything's nice and safe. Oh, but yeah, it is brutal. I can't keep myself from comparing myself to my friends or the artist on Twitter who says they're younger than me. Yeah, especially that, right? It's so brutal when you look at, you know, when you look at people who are like you know, they're performing like beautiful artistry, whatever their talent is, and they're like, oh, I'm only like, it is very, I don't know, it's a disheartening thing, especially my dad. I don't know why, I don't know, it's just a parental thing. He'll always tell me, right, he'll always be like, hey, I saw this thing on the news, I saw there was like this amazing piano virtuoso and he plays like every instrument under the sun and he's only like 8 years old or whatever, and it's like, you know, it's so hard to not compare yourself, right, in a world where, right, that sort of commodification of right, talent is so apparent. And ouch, stop. Right, it all very easily becomes linked to how many people like watched you, how many people commented and said, oh man, you're amazing. And you look at other people who are doing, especially if it's like something similar to you, like I use that like musical virtuoso genius thing just as an example, but it's even worse if it's something similar to what you do specifically, right? I would always get like, no! When you see, for me, as an actor, when I would see like these incredible child actors who are like, you know, like, oh, I'm only 10 and they're performing on Broadway, right? It was very hard to not get super discouraged. But, you know, you've got to keep pushing on because whatever it is, even though you might think like, oh, whatever they're creating is like objectively good and it's even better because they're like younger or whatever, but there is no, right, there is no objective way to say that's true. Everybody has what it is that makes them unique and whatever makes their art unique, whatever medium it might be. Right? It doesn't even have to be like a specific like niche to stick you out or whatever, right? You know, some people maybe like, maybe they make these one-of-a-kind paintings and these paintings they're unique because this person, like, I don't know, they use certain colors that no one else uses, or they do something ridiculous, like they paint with their feet or whatever, and like, you know, fancy fun gimmicks or whatever they can help make you unique, but the uniqueness I'm talking about is that like everybody has their own uniqueness, their own like, you know, their own sensibilities, their own biases and viewpoints that they've gone through life with, and like everybody has different influences, right? I don't know. If you're a singer, you might be like, oh, Frank Sinatra is great and we should all aspire to be like him, but like, nah. You know how many singers there are out there who all have different styles and can all be inspiring in their own way? There's plenty out there, and there's plenty more that needs to be out there. More that needs to be created so that people can express the culmination of all of the influences that they've received over the years. Art is good, actually, and art needs to exist in any capacity, in any form. Doesn't matter who else is making it, doesn't matter how old they are, or how talented they may appear to be, or how, like, good they have their life together. Which is another thing, too, in that, like, I don't know. Again, in the world where it's numerics on everything. Movies get number ratings and whatever, I don't know, selfies you post or art or music, movies, whatever, put it online and it has a very quantifiable amount of like, I don't know, this thing got such and such amount of views or such and such amount of thumbs up. And that says that it's, you know, higher ranking than something else of a similar caliber. And right, it's all very arbitrary. It all doesn't super matter. Most of my favorite artists are the ones who aren't getting huge amounts of recognition. Because huge amounts of recognition are very rarely do they ever recognize something that is truly sublime.
I'm saved.
Yay, we saved Big Hat Logan a second time.
I will visit the archive. If I discover any new things, I shall share them. There's a probably would
Prepare to be impressed, he says, but he's gonna McFreakin' lose it out there. Big Hat Logan does not mean Big Brain Logan, let me tell ya.
I wish to lay down my plans before anything.
Alright. I'm glad we can conclude Big Hat Logan's questline, but as we will find, almost every NPC questline in this game comes with, like, super sad moments. Very big sorrows. Barely anybody survives. That is the joy of Dark Souls, ain't it? Ah, so great. So fun. Come on, get out of here. There we go. Go back in your cage. I didn't want to kill you, but you had to step out there. You had to go and get yourself in trouble. Boop. And smack that. Nice. Excellent. And you know, something else. I guess while I'm already going on this giant rant about whatever the fuck. just speaking whatever comes to mind here. But I've been thinking about this a lot. I might see it later tonight. I might not. I don't know. We'll see. But right, working at the movie theater, I'm constantly seeing what new movies are coming out. You know, what follows big trends right now. And like, at the moment, Assassination Nation just came out, which normally is not something I would really be interested in. Like, I didn't watch any of the Purge movies, or like, not super into those kinds of things. But one of the main actors is a trans woman, and that fucking rules. And I know that we have another movie which was doing super great at the Toronto Film Festival, Boy Erased, which is about a young homosexual man who is like in an unfortunately very restrictive family, and they send him to a conversion camp, which is awful, 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 awful stuff. Basically legalized torture. It's very terrible stuff. But the fact that it exists is because we have other LGBT filmmakers out there who are making sure that stories like these are being told. Another amazing thing is, like, we had Crazy Rich Asians and movies like Searching and even The Meg, right? More stories with Asian characters. We had Black Klansman and Kin. We've got the new Spider-Man coming out. More black characters in main leads, like, and a lot of this, you know, definitely there's good allies out there, but a lot of it comes from people who want to see themselves reflected in the art. You know, they want to create art that can speak to them and speak to people like them who have similar experiences and stuff. And so that's why, like, all art that is created is, like, so essential, because you never know who it's gonna speak to, and, you know, how your specifics are going to influence the art that you create. And it could be very beautiful and cathartic for someone else who needs to, you know, the circumstances might line up where they specifically need to see that particular art at that particular moment, and it's gonna make a big change, which is the whole purpose of this channel, really, right? I wanted to see more queer content out in the home front. Yay! Yay, that's right. Oh my god, I totally forgot. There's somebody imprisoned in the golems, and it's none other than our best favorite Onion Knight. Oh no, that's right. It's Sieglin of Katarina. It's not Sigmire. It's not Sigurd. I totally forgot about that. Oh my gosh. Oh, it gets better and better. Yeah, she's looking for her dear old dad. Unfortunately, God, when was the last time we ran into him? When was the last time we saw him? I actually don't remember. Okay, let me say yes, because I have seen him before, right? I just don't know when the last time I saw him. I think the last time I saw him was at Firelink Shrine. Yes, but he's got the spirit of an adventurer, a warrior, a knight. He has to get out there and do cool quests and whatever. Anyway, oh my god, I totally forgot about that. I love it. I love that she goes looking for her father, and she is also a kick-ass knight. She wears the full Katarina armor, no fucking shame, big sword. Oh, that's so good. I can't believe I forgot about that. What an MVP. What a good character. Oh, I haven't heard either of them. I'll have to check them out. Yeah, of course I haven't seen either of them, so I don't really know how good they are based on, you know, other merits. Again, it all really depends, right? no matter what Assassination Nation turns out to be, because I still haven't seen it yet and I haven't seen any reviews or anything like that, just the fact that there is a trans woman in like a main role, that movie will probably have a special place in my heart regardless, right? I've been walking around the movie theater and just to see it playing, seeing people, like see other people going and seeing said movie has been like such, what should be a really small thing, but it's had such a huge impact on me and like, just my happiness at work, my confidence at work, just to see that sort of thing out there, it's honestly been really amazing. Woo! Though I can almost guarantee Boy Erase is gonna be super good because it has been doing really well at film festivals. All right, yeah, of course we're not gonna put in there. We tighten that chunk. We got these 3 golems over here. We'll go ahead and take those out. I know those other ones see us. They don't have any eyes, but I saw them turn towards us. They know we're here. Ouch. Yep, I got the sneak up on that one, but it wasn't worth it. It was not worth it. Got myself hit anyways. Ooh, you know what? Actually, I should probably go back upstairs and kindle that bonfire, because I think that's the last bonfire before the Scaleless, which is a pretty tough boss fight, and the journey to get to him is very, very hard. So I might have to do just that. Ouch, ouch. Ooh. 1 or 2 more hits should take care of this one. Ooh, jump. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Good. And I think Sieglind Katarina here is gonna go run off and find her dad somewhere. So as soon as I use the bonfire, she'll probably dip on out of here. Oh wait, some more secrets over here. There is. There's another golem. Ouch. Oh, I ran out of stamina. I couldn't roll away. Let me chug. Let me chug. Just let me do this. Woo. You doing a second swing? Nope, you just went for the 1. I will go for the 2, though. Thanks. Ah, there it is. God, it's so cool. You see all the crystallization earlier in the map, and then you get to that, and it gets so cool. Bonfire ahead. Nah, no. That can't be real. That's a lie, right? I can't take this. I did it! There we go. There's a good message. I didn't realize you could get up there. Another fun thing, right? People, even though Dark Souls has not great platforming, you know, I'm almost called it garbage platforming, and I wouldn't totally be wrong. People still, they find ways to like jump, you know, run and jump and get into secret areas, and they always leave little notes to be like, yeah, can you get here too? It's great. They leave little like additional challenges and stuff, and just entirely player made as well. That isn't like facilitated by FromSoft or anything. Though it would be kind of cool if they did. I think, oh yeah, I was meaning to talk about this earlier. I was gonna say that like, yeah, player base here in Dark Souls Remastered is at like, it's at an all-time low now, and it's even lower than the original Dark Souls was before they made the remaster and took the original off of Steam, which is so sad. But it would be cool if they had more like community events to help like foster this sort of thing, because they did in Dark Souls 3. They had a couple of community events, very few, but they were really, really cool, because they have a password matching like PvP system, and they had these moments. They had a couple of them where I see a crystal hollow heading over here. No, you stay away, stay away. Okay, cool. Oh, you know what? I almost have enough souls for another level up. I might do that too. But they had a couple of community events. They had one where it was like a pugilist brawl event where everybody would like, they would join, they'd go hop into the PvP arena with this special password that was dictated by like the community manager, and it was like everybody would go in, no shirt, no weapons, and you just punch each other to see who was like the best fist fighter. It was cool. It was really cool. And then even better, they had a cosplay brawl, because that's another thing that a lot of people like to do in these games. Oh shoot, I'm 200 souls short. Okay, I'll just go kill some enemies. I know they're around here. That's something people love to do in the Dark Souls series, because it's all about that fashion souls, and then you stack fashion souls on top of like people trying to create trying to create cosplays for like their favorite characters or whatever, so they can play them in Dark Souls. It's honestly brilliant. I've seen so many good ones. I saw this during that event. I saw this hilarious. In Dark Souls 3, somebody made Mace Windu from Star Wars. Like they had, what the, come on. You're gonna hit me while I'm at the bonfire? That's rude. Okay, let's go with endurance, actually. I want to wear some heavier armor. This weapon does weigh us down quite a lot, so we can't wear a whole lot of heavy armor and still get the fast roll. But we should be able to, at the very least, can I just finish off this outfit? Yes, there we go. I can put the gloves on. Right, a lot of people will wear this set and use like the Great Scythe and be like Grim Reaper build. Super fun. Fun and cool. People do like whole playthroughs with like certain character builds and like character cosplays. I was actually thinking about doing one for Dark Souls 3 where I'd be Trevor Belmont from Castlevania. Like, I mean, I could have been any of the Belmonts because they have, you know, I could just make a whip, but I was planning on doing like a vampire killer sort of thing, which would be super fun. I did quite a few, not like specific characters per se, but Dark Souls 3, I did one that was like a Bloodborne hunter, so I only wore like, I only wore like black trench coats and stuff. I would carry like, I would use only weapons that had like a Bloodborne equivalent, and I would run into battle, like I'd always have a crossbow in my second hand, unless I was like two-handing a weapon. It was really fun, and I had other people who would like, of course there's no voice chat or anything, but people who would like get my cosplay and they would like do the in-game applause or whatever to be like, yeah, I get it. Another thing I love about Dark Souls is its very strange communication system. Like the asynchronous multiplayer in conjunction with leaving weird notes, in conjunction with no chat, so you basically just communicate through notes and like spamming the block button a whole bunch is like a weird, it's a weird like Dark Souls talking mechanism that I see all the time, which is hilarious. It's amazing, like, you know, the lengths people will go to as social creatures, but then we're taking away one of our most basic forms of like communication. What do we have left, right? It's just so many things I appreciate about Dark Souls so much. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this part right here, you really do have to fight all these enemies, because I tried. I mentioned it before, how all of these golems are like super resistant to magic attacks. So I was going through her as a sorcerer build once, and I couldn't defeat any of them, so I just tried really hard to just run through the whole area. But you'll see real quickly, there's a good reason why you can't run through this area, and it's because there's secret hidden platforms, which is also the coolest fucking shit ever. God, it's so cool. There we go, we got a secret humanity. And you can't see them except for these like small little like snowflake crystals that fall and hit the invisible platforms. Or I think you can also leave prism stones on the ground. I think that does the trick as well. Let me see, I think I just picked up like 20 or so of those. Yeah, exactly 20. I suppose I could have bought some more, but that's okay. Which is something they will also use in later games as well, but you can chuck these shiny stones. Obviously that one fell all the way down there, which means there's no secret path. But there are other places where you can drop it and you'll see it just stick there. It's cool. It's very, very cool. Oh, alright, well, I'm gonna head on out. East Coast. Yeah, it is pretty late, I know. And I have classes in the morning. See ya. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. Always a pleasure. I do appreciate it. And, I can't wait to see that art of yours once I'm done gaming here. Alright, Moonlight Butterfly. I don't think I should have disturbed this one. That might have been a mistake. I don't have any good range weaponry. Yeah, that was a mistake. Whoops. This is another one of those Dark Souls isms where they take old bosses and then they turn into like regular enemies. Shit, I really shouldn't have disturbed it though. I should have just let it sleep. Here's some more secret paths. Okay, I think if I get far enough away, it might just chill the fuck out, which I'd appreciate. I'd appreciate that a lot. Come on, slice. Bad. This one's all big and special colored, so it might drop something special. Because I know that the big golden golem over there has got a person trapped inside, so very serious stuff. Whoa. It's very awful because you gotta try and fight these guys on pretty narrow passages here. And then in addition, right, if you're a dummy like I was and you were like sorcery build, and you're trying your hardest to get through here, you cannot run past them because you've got a lot of problems to deal with. Anyway, I think this is one such area where you can whoop, with the prism stone and it stays, which means it's all good to walk here. Let's see, there's a ton of blood stains right there, so that's probably not so safe, huh? This is where prism stones come in handy. Yep, that is to your death. That one is not. Yay! Gotta slowly navigate your way around here. Oh shit! No! 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 I saw. I saw it too. I saw it with my own dang eyes. Oh shucks! I saw it happen. I saw the snowflake fall and not hit anything underneath it, and I was like, I don't know. My brain just registered snowflake and was like, oh, okay, it must be safe. It wasn't. It wasn't safe. And so now we gotta check back over it. This is why I was saying earlier that this area is very, very difficult. Just the fight with Cephas Scalus is hard, but just getting to him is also significantly part of the challenge, which is very Dark Souls. Actually, it's very Dark Souls 1. I think there are a lot of instances in the later games where they basically kind of put a bonfire like right before the boss fight, which is, you know, I respect that, like, part of the. It kind of cuts down on like the, you know, random bullshit that might happen and interfere with your fighting the boss. And then it comes to just like, do you have the pure talent and skill to defeat said boss, right? If you don't have anything else interfering like that. But that's part of the charm of Dark Souls, right? Sometimes like you have so many Estus flasks that you can use, and then by making the journey to the boss part of the challenge, it becomes like a, can you do this area a little bit better next time, so that you have like one more Estus flask to fight the boss that you didn't have last time. I know for sure during my first playthrough of the game, that was a big factor in whether I would win or lose in a lot of bosses. Like I would run out of Estus flasks a lot of times. Luckily that doesn't happen so much anymore because I'm significantly more familiar with the game and its mechanics. Which is also something I exceptionally love about these games. In that, you know, I love all your classic RPGs where like you just gotta build the big numbers, and then like suddenly you're super strong because you got all the experience points you needed to just get big and beefy by the end of the game. Believe me, I love RPGs, but I really respect Dark Souls as an action RPG because it also means that like, you know, there's a combination involved of your level and your weapon and like damage numbers and health bars and all that stuff, but at the same time you have the additional combination of, right, the player's skill. How good have you gotten at certain things, and how, you know, how often are you likely to make the same mistakes? It's very, very cool. I respect that a lot. Okay, I think there we go. I should have a straight shot to grab my lost power. And then, okay, cool. Snowflake fell there. Snowflake fell there. Bloodstain is scary. I don't like seeing the bloodstain. That's not so good. Oh, but I saw a snowflake fall right here, and it landed. Oh, I see one right there. I'm gonna slowly make my way over every time I see a new one fall. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yes, 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 yes. There we go. Yeah, baby. We did it. We did it. Oh, but like, all of these Souls games. Right, I remember the very first time, because I didn't have a PS4 for a long time, so I never got to play Bloodborne when it came out, even though that was like the most hyped game of my lifetime. Because I love that Victorian Gothic, like vampire hunter, werewolf hunter shit, and I had already like loved the previous Dark Souls games before it, so to know it had those mechanics, I was so hyped for the game. I was so in love with it before it even came out, but it didn't have a PS4, and it's PS4 exclusive. So I was it's very devastating. Just frick console exclusives entirely. But anyway, It was a very, very sad gamer moment for me. However, a friend had it. He had a PS4, so I came over and I got to play it at his house, and I was terrible at it. Oh my gosh, I had to retry the first area like 20 times or something. I was so bad at it. And that was like, but once I got the game for myself, thanks to my girlfriend and I, my lovely girlfriend, we both bought a PS4 and we like share it now, which is super joyous. I don't see any more snowflakes like landing where I can get to. Where am I supposed to go? I see more secrets up there. Can I go back up here? Here. They say here, but that doesn't look like it leads to anything. It has been so long since I've gone here and I've done the scaleless fight, so ooh, this might take me a good while. Gonna have to rediscover everything the good old-fashioned way. Oh, here we go. Never mind. Never mind. That is not a path. Okay, that's just a slight little overhang. Oh, but anyways, I was terrible at Bloodborne when I first played it. And, sure enough, when I got it at home, I was also terrible. Like, terribleness did not disappear overnight. It really didn't. Is there more over there? No, those snowflakes fall and then nothing happens. Shoot, where am I supposed to go from here? Do I go towards that butterfly over there? I thought I would go down here, and then once you go down here, I thought there were more places to go from down here. Because I know the goal is to like descend deeper and deeper into this area. I don't see any more falling snowflakes or anything. And I'm No! No! I slid! What? Oh, come on. I slid off? That's the result of my death? I don't have good grippy shoes? Come on. Come the fuck on. That's so lame. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I don't get mad at video gaming. You know me. Like I said, it's all happy little accidents. It's a learning experience. Which is what Dark Souls does so well at teaching you, is that it's all about the learning experiences. Ooh, Kadusha's shield. Nice. But right, with Bloodborne, I was garbage, but I learned. I got better. And for a while I thought, yeah, this is just because the game's an RPG and I've gotten better weapons and better gear and right, I'm a higher level. But every time you restart the new game, you're starting from the same place. You're starting from square one with no experience, no special gear that you didn't have the first time, but now I can breeze through that area. That is something that I love about these games and cannot be replaced with any amount of like experience points or special gear or anything. That is just purely you learning, because you're going through the beginning of the game with the exact same circumstances that you had before, but now you can kick ass a little bit more. This is slightly bit more ass kicking. So it's like, what that tells you is that you, as an individual, as a MF gamer, have gotten a little bit better at playing and operating the game, which rules, which is such an irreplaceable feeling. That is something that is so specifically cool about video games as a medium that you kind of don't really get from a lot of other mediums. Right? Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I think, woo. I mean, I believe that, like, I don't know, with, like, art, you could be, like, you know, you start out with pen and paper, and maybe you get really good at doing a whole bunch of things, and then maybe one day you jump back to pen and paper. Maybe. But it's not quite the same. You know? The way you carry that experience with you is a little bit different. Right, getting slightly better, like, Copic markers or something isn't totally the same as, like, garnering better experience and skill points and whatever in your dumb video game. Oh, wait. Is this the same path I was taking before? Ah, path ahead. I think this is a different one. Okay, yep, that's death over there. Cool, this is the path I wanted. Yes, here. Wait, no, this leads to the same place, doesn't it? Doesn't this just lead to the same place? Shoot, I think this is... At any rate, I suppose I need to come back here to grab my souls, so, you know, not so bad. Okay, Okay, I clearly see that there's a platform up there, but how do you get up there? How in the world do you get up there? Is there another way around? Oh, wait a second. Maybe there is. Maybe there is. It always pays to look around in these games. You never know what secrets you're gonna find just by looking with your eyeballs. Yeah, this is where I've gotta go. Okay, I was being a dummy before. I mean, not entirely a dummy. They kind of lead you that way. But yeah, wait. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah. Wait, no, imminent fall. Does that mean this just goes right back down onto that? Is that supposed to catch me when I fall? I don't totally remember. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Okay. I think this is the longest stretch here. Just gotta try your best to not die. Just gonna keep it safe with the prism stones. So there's quite a journey to get out here. Okay, cool. I see more fallen snowflakes. I think I'm okay out here. Oh god. It's so scary. If you are afraid of if you're afraid of heights, this might be one of the spookiest segments in the game. I used to be really afraid of heights. I think I'm good now. I'm pretty okay about heights now. Okay, sweet. This is still platform. Yes, I want to make it right there to that little crystal spot. I think what did it for me is that when was that? Like 3rd grade? We took a trip to this was like the last time we had money in our household. We took a trip to Washington D.C. and obviously we had to fly there because that's East Coast and I'm on West Coast. So that was a big journey. Oh, Seek is up ahead, isn't he? Oh wait, no, we still have a little bit more time. There's these big weird like crab jellyfish things. Not entirely sure what these are. But there it is. Yeah, they're weird. They got little spikes on top, but obviously there's a bunch of skulls inside. Because, you know, they got it. It's Dark Souls. And it also comes with the lore implication that they've killed many a crestfallen traveler such as yourself. Many knights have made it this far, but none as far as you. That's what makes you so special. Okay, great. Oh yeah, the way they die is they pop open, and sometimes they have Twinkling Titanite inside, which is great. That's so great. It's like, you know, you have that chance to get the little pearl inside. Oh, that one doesn't see me, so I'll wait for this one to creep up here. No. I think they can grab you too, which is something you don't want. Ouch! Okay, grabbing is the least of your worries. They just hurt. They just straight up just do big boy damage. Rise and grind, gamers! Let's get this ready! Arcade Aaron. Ouch, I was reading chat. I got hit. It was worth it. True, let's get this bread, gamers. Gamer Nation, rise up! Ooh. Jump. Out of the way. Please get away from the corpses because I can't see past them. Come on. These are like the last guys in my way. Because just beyond here is Seek the Scaleless. Okay, cool. More Twinkling Titanite. So you gotta get some revenge for when he forced me to die earlier. Which is, again, not the best design ever that you're forced to die at the beginning. But it does all... Whoa. There's another one. I thought I got rid of all of them. I thought this was the last one. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We know the pattern to defeat these guys. Luckily, they don't really have any poise, so you can pretty much just break them out of any attacks they're trying to do. I should wait for a little bit more stamina, though. Play it a little bit safe. There we go. Come on, pop open. Give me it. Give me it. No. Mommy wanted a new Twinkling Titanite, but they just couldn't do it for me. Let's see. Oh, man. There it is. That's the room. Oh, that's right. You can get cursed in here. Oh, no. That's another reason I need those things that get rid of curse buildup. Unfortunately, I don't have any. That's not good. Oh, I also have a Firekeeper soul I need to spend. Okay. You know what we do have, though? We do have, where is it? Divine Blessing? Where is that? I think Divine Blessing gets rid of... Yeah, undo irregularities. Sure, undo irregularities. But irregularities are what make us special. Dark Souls? You silly? Okay. This is a good-ass song, but I gotta stop it because Seek the Scaleless has his own very good boss fight theme. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's another ghosty player. They're doing this fight right now. And by the cartwheels, I could see that they had the dark wood grain ring. This is a fun one. I love to do those little flip tricks. Here it is. The secret to Seed's immortality. Or at least the search for immortality. A lot of people like to search for immortality, and if you've read any fantasy book or sci-fi, it never turns out well. People don't just get immortality like that. It doesn't work like that. There's Seed. He's so big. Such a big boy. Let's cut that tail off, shall we? While he breathes out those lasers. Oh wait, no, I think I need to break that thing first. I'm trying to remember how this fight goes. Yeah, I think he's... Yeah, that's like a physical representation of his immortality. I need to go and smack that thing. Now he's angry. Don't wake Daddy. He did it. The daddy has woken. Big tentacle dragon daddy. Ooh, that's somebody's kink out there, and I ain't judging. Ouch! Ouch, 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 ouch. I'm judging Seed for being a big bully, but listen. If you look at this dragon and you feel something down in the loinial area, I get it. I understand. Interesting, right? Is this a tail? This isn't actually a tail. It's hard to tell which one of these tentacles counts as a tail. I think, you know, most of the enemies in this game that have tails, you can cut them off. I actually don't remember if this is one such opportunity. At any rate, I'll do damage as long as I hit this tentacle, so I will just keep on doing that. And unfortunately, this is one of those boss fights where you don't really want to lock on the camera because it's just... Ouch. Oh my god. See, stop! The camera is one of your worst enemies. It can... Man, if you got vertigo, I'm very sorry. We might get shook around a couple of times. Okay, cool. He shot the lasers in a straight line. Okay, this fight isn't as bad as I remember. He does hurt, though. Definitely hurts. I probably should have put on some more magic resistance gear, but that's okay. As I recall, this set does have a decent amount of magic resistance. Okay. Ouch. Oh, there are the crystals. No, 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 no. No, 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 stop! Mean! Yeah, those crystals build up the curse, which is very bad. That'll just kill you outright. Oh, he's swinging. Oh, he's swing-a-ding-ding, baby! Ouch. Come on. He hits us with the last one. We're close, though. We are so close. I distinctly remember my very first time fighting CP Scaleless. I think I kindled the bonfire up to like 15 Estus blasts. And I had 0 left by the end of the battle, and it was the most intense thing I had ever experienced. Just that knowledge that like if one more thing hits me, I'm dead and I have no way to recover. So it was like shields up all the time. I was so scared. I was trying my best to reactively dodge everything. But, whew, I think we should be good this time, and one more hit will do it. No, 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 bad curse, bad curse. Bad curse, no curses, no curses, no curses. Only wins, only wins. Yeah, so much for your immortality now, bitch. How's it feel, see? To be a bitch. I have returned. My download kept making the stream buffer, so I left it so I could finish quicker. Oh, no problem at all. I know, it do be like that, internet bandwidth and all. But thanks for coming in, thanks for hanging out, as always. I appreciate you stopping by. How's your day going today? Sweet, we'll level up endurance and vitality a little bit. We got that humanity we needed. And... oh, you get the moon... that's right, you get the Moonlight Greatsword if you cut off the middle tail, that's right. Looks like I missed out on it this time. But luckily I'm not an intelligence build, so that doesn't like really bother me. However, that is an iconic weapon, and it shows up in every single game. So, still, very, very high respect for the weapon. I just don't need it personally. But there we go. Seat the scale is down. That's another boss soul we've got in our pocket. So we are good there. All right. So now we have only one more ancient Lord soul. We must go go grab. We gotta go rip it out of their chests. It's the Four Kings. Hey!
Hello again. We're both managing.
Yeah, it's Siglina.
I haven't found my father yet. Have you seen him?
I mean, no, I guess I haven't.
Well, I had to
Not
ask.
lately.
I will continue searching a bit longer. Thank you so much.
If I'm remembering, you know, because everybody in Dark Souls has tragedy
I had to ask.
enraptured in their stories. If I recall, Sigward's story, or the OG Onion Knight, I'm afraid his story does end in tragedy. It is quite sad. Is Petrus still here? Petrus is still here. I know what you've been hiding, Binge.
Sure.
Yeah, your milady's dead.
What terrifying news. What am I to do?
Oh, terrifying
Because of
news, my ass.
shortcomings. It is my fault.
Sob. The subtitles say sob.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's so good.
Miracles, was it? I'm distracted by grief. Pay me no mind.
See, that's how you know he's full of shit. If somebody's like, so, I am distracted by grief, he's probably bullshitting you. I mean, yes, everybody deals with grief differently, but Petrus over there.
Oh, there you are. Just so you know.
Oh yes, he's
Master
gonna tell us
Logan
that
has
Logan's
left on his
gone.
own again. It seems that he is still determined to find the famed regal archives in Anno Londo.
Oh, don't worry, he
and
found
I
them.
have decided that I must search for him.
He locked himself up in gay baby jail. We rescued him though.
Oh, hello.
Of course, rescued him for what
Terrific to see
reason?
us both in
Because
one
I know
piece.
he's gonna go and get
pray
himself
we
in
never go
more
wrong.
trouble. Because it never simply, you know, there ain't a single person, I think, in the entirety of Dark Souls that has a quest where they're like, everything works out. It's all good. It's all cool, bro. It's all chill. If you want to play a game with robot girls, I would recommend Crosscode. Yes, Crosscode has been on my wish list forever. I played the beta 2 years back and really enjoyed it. The full game just came out this week, so I'm going to start playing it soon since I finished the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC. Torna, the Golden Country. Ooh. Very cool. I have not played any of the Xenoblade games, though
That you
I would
have
like to at
breathed
some point.
the fire. I thank you sincerely. Finally, the curse of the undead will be lifted. And I can die human. I am powerless, but I will do all that I can. Please, save us all.
Ah, the Firekeeper.
Please.
I appreciate her a lot. However, again, another story enraptured in tragedy. Yeah, she's impure. Her tongue was never meant to speak. But she still thanks us for trying to link the fire. However, because she believes that linking the fire is gonna cure the curse of the hollows, but it's not. It's only gonna do it for like 1,000 or so years, and then psych, that fire's gonna fade out again. That's how it goes. But yeah, I really, really, really want to play Crosscode. One of my favorite streamers was playing it the other day. I was watching a little bit, and like, I am so excited that it is finally out of beta, because that thing has, like, it has absolutely been on my wish list for years. I've been so excited for this game. So that is super dope. I'm so excited for that, and I will definitely play it. I could play it on here. I suppose I could. We shall see. We shall see. If somebody really wants that, I most certainly could. I know we improved our endurance a little bit, so I want to see if we can wear anything a little bit heavier. No. As much as I love the red on this thing, the pointed hood. No pointed hoods on this channel, folks. It's just not happening. Standard health? Nope. Okay, we still don't have enough endurance then to wear a lot of the heavier armors. I think just because this weapon takes up so much encumbrance. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. What do I want to swap out? I think what was that sound? Oh, that's just the hollows. That's just the hollows being, they're just hollows doing what hollows do. Yeah. It's not often I play early access games, but I'm glad I gave that one a shot. Same, me too. I've been burned on quite a few early access games, so I try not to play them as much anymore. But Crosscode, I remember looking, and it looked amazing. And I remember all of the reviews, even as an early access game, they were all saying that it's super good and positive. Wait, did I rest at Firelink? Did I rest at Firelink? I think I did, yeah? No, if I rested at Firelink, why would I only have 6 Estus flasks? Right? Well, okay. If I haven't, then I should definitely kindle it right now, because we're gonna need more Estus flasks. Going through the New Londo ruins. Let's head up here. We'll go back up the elevator. Luckily, Firelink is not far away at all. I barely went into the New Londo ruins. Okay, great. Oh, and I can talk to the what is it? The Vinheim Sorcerer Blacksmith down there. I forgot his name, but I just picked up an ember that you might be interested in. Okay, let's head right back up here. And Firelink Shrine. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm trying to think of like, DayZ is one such early access game that I regret with all of my being. So dumb. Okay, sweet, there we go, 20 Estus flasks. Alright, nice, nice, nice. And I did buy PUBG early access, which I don't like regret. I had some fun playing PUBG, but I got a winner chicken dinner on solo mode, but it was before they came out with achievements, so I have no way to prove it, which is really sad. That's one of the problems of playing early access as well. Sad but true. Shoot, what else? What else have I regretted playing early access? I try and stay away from them as much as I can, because like very rarely am I like so in desperate need of buying a game as soon as possible so I can get that early access. Of course I say that, but I've pre-ordered Fallout 76 because I want the beta access, and like, whoops. Whatever. I'm Todd Howard's bitch forever. That's life. But like on Steam games, like big Steam indie games come out, I almost never buy any of those like survival-y type games because I know they almost always end up being a poor show. There we go. Now that Transient Curse is active, I can kill the ghosties. I think normally you have to have an occult weapon to damage the ghosts here if you don't have a curse applied to you. Which I suppose I could have went and got an occult weapon, but Transient Curses is easy and I can keep my current weapon, and I have plenty of them too, so I'm not so worried. This area though is very, very cool, because if you dare try and brave this place without a Transient Curse, it becomes a whole nother adventure. Oh, there's all kinds of traps waiting for you. These ghosties, they can come out of just about anywhere. No, that's a grab, that's a grab. Nope. Ow, ow, bad, stop. No, not nice. Cut that out. Oh, no wonder, it's because another one is hitting me through the floor down here. I see you, I see your little head poking up out of there. That's just rude. That's just real rude. Okay, the only early access games I played are Crosscode, A Hat in Time, Starbound, and Crypt of the Necrodancer. Ooh, good. You have very good taste. All of those are good. Oh, Contraption does not move. Okay. Or the ones I haven't played. I haven't played A Hat in Time, but all of my friends love that game. And I can totally, I believe them when they say it's the good stuff. I did buy it though. I bought it when it was on sale. So I will eventually play A Hat in Time. But all of my friends, they've got like hardcore Banjo-Kazooie nostalgia, and like I don't. Oh, ambush waiting. Oh, there it is. She's in the wall. There she is. So I don't, so I wasn't like in it. Ow! Huge rush to play the game. That being said, I am very excited for the Spyro remaster. Oh, sweet. There's the parrying deck. Parrying ahead. Yeah, no kidding. It's a good message. Okay, you know what? The ambush was also a good message. I should rate that one as well. There we go. I don't think they do it in Dark Souls 1, but in the later games, when you rate someone's message, if they're online, it like gives them an extra Estus flask or like an extra blood vial or whatever. It's very cool. Oh no, in Bloodborne it just heals you outright. Okay, this is not a boss fight light, it's just a regular one. This area is really big, by the way, and a lot of it looks the same, so it's highly likely I'll get lost. She's trying to hit me through the floor, which is, that's hacks. I don't appreciate you hacking like that. Okay, cool. I think this opens up a shortcut, if I recall. Or at the very least, just like a kind of semi-hidden area down here. I know there's some secrets to be had. Oh yeah, I think you can drop down there and it's actually safe. What? No! Ghosts aren't supposed to use ladders. Stay up there. Stop. That's so mean. Oh, this is a dead end, isn't it? Hidden path? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, what is on this side? Oh, I think my roommate's playing Overwatch. I think I can hear him through the walls. I have some soundproof padding I need to put up. I haven't done it yet. Not that my roommate or I are exceptionally loud. Just I don't want to bother him here. Let's see. Where are the rest of the secrets down here? And how long does this transient curse last? I actually don't know. Bad. Be gone, thought. Okay. Good. And let's push forward. There's one roof with a safety point on it, and I'd love to reach there. That would be amazing. So I've never been burned personally, but I know a lot of people that have gotten hurt, before. Typically the red flags are survival, crafting, and open world. Yup. I have been burned on those. Luckily, my brother, who has significantly more money than I do, he tends to buy these games first and then tells me that he's been burned on them. But I also got myself excited for them because a lot of them are multiplayer, and so, you know, we had planned on playing them together. Unfortunately, he is the one who ends up biting the bullet. He's the one who buys them on Steam and gets hurt. But yeah, all of those kinds of games, DayZ, Life is Feudal, Rust, you know, whatever. All of those games of that ilk, those survival open world crafting games, they stay in early access forever. They're so evil. Oh, I guess technically Terraria was also early access. Oh yeah, I had a lot of friends who got super into Terraria during its early access as well. Most of which are the same friends who are really into A Hat in Time. I unfortunately didn't get into Terraria a whole lot either though. Again, no cash money. Gotta have cash money to buy the games. I mean, I appreciate that indie games are nice and cheap, but even cheap is not free. You know what I mean? Be wary of ghosts. I feel like that's a better message to have early on in this area, and maybe not all the way over here after you've already dealt with like 100 ghosts. But, you know, they're not wrong in that message. There are a lot of ghosts in this area. Oh, no. I think my curse ran out. Oh, no. God, this area sucks because there's nowhere is safe because they can hit you through the walls and stuff. Yeah, I think my transient curse ran out. I gotta use another one. If they would even let me. God, stop, please. Ow. See, they just got hands digging through the walls. It's not even close to fair. Though I know the more I try and run through and try and find a safe point, that means just more of them are gonna start shooting through the walls. Oh yes. Oh dear. God, there's so many of them. Yeah, another thing too is that you can't even block them unless you have a transient curse active or just a regular curse. It's very rough. You can't even play it safe out here unless you have a curse on you at the moment. Oh no. Oh, they're dropping items. I can't even bother to pick up these items. I'm in so much danger right now. Stop! So mean, honestly. Ow. Another one of those instances where the camera is your worst enemy. You can't lock onto them if they're inside the walls most of the time. So you just kind of gotta free ball it. Okay, sweet. Yes, excellent. They drop more transient curses, which is very helpful. Oh, that is not an illusory wall, is it? I doubt it. Yep. Nope, that's this liar ahead is very correct. Oh, Curse Bite Ring is nice. Gives you that curse resistance, which is good for rechecking into old areas. It's also good to grab that before the Seath fight, but luckily, because this game has so many, like, you know, you can do so many different places in different orders, like, we already got Seath taken care of. Oh, there's another ghost. I see his boogity boogity freaking spooky cloak coming through the wall there. It gives me a heckin' fright. And Green Titanite Shark. Good. Oh, I have 200 hours on that game and had an achievement that 1% of players have for Terraria? Damn, big respect. We're in the presence of a hardcore baller right now. That's so cool. In a lot of cases, I don't like that. Oh, okay, contraption doesn't move yet. Okay, eventually we'll open that up. Because down there is where, I think the 4 kings are down there, but we have to there's a certain set of parameters we have to have going just in our way first. But I was gonna say that, like, I think freaking Xbox 360 with its big achievement system and big gamer score, I think they did a lot to, like, oh sweet, yeah, this leads out to the Valley of Drakes. There's also a shortcut to open down there, which I believe is also where we get the red tear stone ring, which is what most speedrunners use to get through the game. Evidently they stay at super low health so that the red tear stone ring stays active and gives them a whole bunch of bonus damage. And then they just, like, rush through the game with, like, one weapon and kill everything with, like, a big club. You just smack them with a big stick and everything works out just fine. Okay, give me treasure, give me treasure, give me treasure. I was gonna say, though, that, like, Xbox 360 with their gamer score culture and their big achievement system, it was very effective, don't get me wrong. I spent many, many hours, like, trying to search and get every achievement in, like, Halo 3, for instance. But I think it also, now every game's gotta have, like, a huge list of achievements. And a lot of them are kind of dumb and not really anything. However, if you're one of those people and you've got, like, you know, because every now and then there are some achievements that really do mean something, and I can't see what is down there. Is that death? Okay, I think that's okay, actually. Oh, this is where you get ambushed by all the ghosts in that one room. There's a shopkeeper on top of one of these roofs I'm trying to get to. But, oh, no, I looked at chat. Rip. Rip. That was my bad. I should have looked at chat when it was safer. Great, now we're back to firing. That's okay. We looted more transient curses, so we actually have more of them than we did before. So we're actually okay. Yeah, I should have saved this area for October. It's true. It's so spooky. Such a spooky area. True, I gotta think of some good horror and spooky, scary games to play for October. That's like the rule, right? You know, I could jump ahead and play Bloodborne. I was kind of planning on playing that after Dark Souls 2, just to play them, like, chronologically. But I could play it during October, which is something I do anyways. Like, before I started streaming, I would just play Bloodborne and either, like, one of many Castlevania games at some point during October. I think maybe we'll do that. We'll see. We will see. Alright, let's go back to where we were out here. We'll try and find our way. As much as the New Londo ruins are big, as long as we get rid of the ghosties, like, you know, the threat of this area does begin to wane substantially. Of course, you know, pitfalls to your death are forever. Those are eternal. You can never get rid of those. You just gotta not be dumb. The true horror is you're playing. True. You know what? I'm gonna advertise the streams as such. The worst scare of all is watching me play these dang video games. Woo! Alright, nice. Let's push on ahead. Indeed, these ghosts are not the true enemy. I am the true enemy. The scariest villain of all is my hands trying to connect with the controller. Alright, there's the ghosts. There's the ghosties. True though, this is such a Spooktober Halloween area. Maybe I should have saved it. That's okay. That's okay. Luckily, Dark Souls is filled with many a spooky area. I don't think any get as spooky as this. Like, these spooky bony ghosts who can hit you through the walls are pretty good. I love the way they look. God, they're so cool. Oh my gosh. I hate to be one of those people when it's like first day of September and I'm like, yes, Halloween's around the corner. But I am totally one of those people. I love Halloween so much. Like, everything about Halloween is so good. Pointy witch hats are like the peak of fashion. And, oh, yep, there's the spooky trap, waiting for the parrying dagger pickup. Ow. I think they do less damage to you when you have the transient curse on as well, which I think is also a nice touch to make this area a little less spooky. True. Do what everyone else does and play Luigi's Mansion for Halloween. That's true. That's true, I could. I've actually never played Luigi's Mansion in my life, so I could. It would be totally brand new discoveries for me. I haven't even seen any playthroughs of Luigi. I mean, like, I've seen parts of them. I've never seen any, like, full playthroughs. I've never seen anybody beat Luigi's Mansion, is what I mean. So I could do that. That would be kind of, that is what everybody else does, though, isn't it? That wouldn't be super original. But that's okay. I don't need originality, per se. It's not a requirement. Oh, there's my retrieval. Not exactly where I expected to find my retrieval, but sweet. I'll take it. God dang it. Sucks that they can hide inside the walls. Right, if they pop out of the walls, like the very first time you see them, I think it's cool. It's a good spooky effect. But the fact that they can dip back into the walls after they've been out of them sucks a lot. Ouch. Stop. Stop. Okay, great. Get out of here. Yes, there we go. Drop more transient curses, which is so good, because otherwise you run out. Okay, good. I'll get some healing. Ooh, oh, 3 out of 6 of my rarest achievements on Steam are on Sonic Adventure 1. Nice. Very classic. Very, very classic. Hey, Radical Ube. Hi. Welcome. How you doing today? I saw you were streaming earlier. How'd that go? I think our transient curse just wore off. Wait, no. No. If I can't use it, that means we must still have it. I guess I just missed then. Swear, it looked like my weapon went right through it. Though I guess that would be apt because they are ghosts. Let's see. Oh, is this? Maybe this is the way to the secret rooftop. I know there's a merchant around here. Ow, no. No. You don't attack someone while they're on the ladder. That's just rude. Stop. Okay, good. Yes, this is it. This is what I was looking for. And where are the rest of those ghosties? I know they're... Are you coming up here? Or what? Oh, okay. You're just gonna get your free pot shots on me while I can't fight back. As soon as I have the chance to fight back, they run away. Of course they do. Of course they do. Oh, it was good. My friend and I were finishing up Overcooked 2. Nice. We clearly get tired at the end. Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah, it's getting kind of late. Especially for all my East Coast friends. I'm sure it's like super hella late right now. But yes. There they are. Right, this friend. This good friend. They know we have the Lord Vest. That's true.
This is the key to the sea.
Yay! That's what we needed. So we actually have to find this guy. It's not actually a super secret. He actually gives us something we need. I totally forgot about that. That's where we get the key. We can break the seal and open the floodgates. Open this pit up.
The dark rays reside in a dark void.
Oh, that's right. There's the dark wraiths down there, which is the big PvP covenant. Long ago, Knight Artorias traversed the abyss, which is why we got his ring, so everything's good. Find him and learn from him. It's gonna be hard to learn from him because he's very dead. He is very, very dead. Hello there. That's right. Okay, we got the goods. Yeah, there it is. He sells transient curses and the resist curse spell, which is groovy. It's very helpful stuff.
Mark my words, the dark wraiths are the enemies of man, and any living thing that has a soul.
It's true, they steal your souls.
To roam again.
But yeah, he gives us a little bit of lore here. The reason this place is ruins is because New Londo was flooded to try and keep the spooky, scary dark wraiths from approaching the surface world. And honestly, I love that they talk about the dark wraiths like they're the scariest thing ever. And you know, your first encounter with them is a little bit spooky. Oh shit. I think that's scarier, honestly. But legitimately, once you find the dark wraiths, they're actually just like funny guys in skeleton suits. Like, they're so goofy looking. But I love their outfits so much. I was talking about cosplay builds. That's another one I did for Dark Souls 3. I did a skeleton man. I made myself like the skinniest, boniest looking hollow I could, and then I got the Dark Wraith set. It was like, and I got the bone wheel shield, which you can get in that game. I was trying my hardest to live out my dream, which is to just be a skeleton, having no skin at all. That's the dream. Don't have to worry about keeping hydrated. I can just be a skeleton. Think about it. It's good. It's real good. No one's gonna gender you because you're just a skeleton. That is peak existence right there. Or I guess that's peak non-existence. It's hard to say. I'll have to think about that one. Now, where do we take this key? I need to get back to that elevator. Oh, wait, what was that? Y'all saw that red circle, right? What was that? This is the one area I think I know the least in the whole game. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe this or Duke's Archives. No, I think I know Duke's Archives better. This might be the one area I know the least of this whole game. I think I kind of rushed through here my first time because I just wanted this place to be done with. Okay, this looks like where I need to go. Yes. Key to the seal. Perfect. Which means I can push the lever. Give it a good crank. Which means, yes, the big gate's gonna open. Quite literally opening the floodgates. All the water shoots out into the Valley of the Drakes. I hope Drake is ready to get hydrated because we got some for him. And now the water level floods, which means a very cool mechanic is that like so many more areas open up down here. Hey, look, there's the Drakes. You can actually see them. Suddenly, this area is even bigger than it already was before, which is incredible. Because now you have so much more to explore around here. And you can see a little bit more now that there isn't like a whole bunch of foggy water all over the place. It's great. Again, very cool area. I mean, the curse is definitely a gimmick, but otherwise, very cool area. Da-da-da-da-da. Yes, now we're here at the very bottom where, ugh, gross. There's like thousands of very soggy undead bodies down here. This probably smells awful. A lot of people talk about, you know, they're like, oh, when are we gonna get like smell-o-vision for like that pure immersion and like listen. You do not want immersion in a game like this. Ooh, no. Bad? Oh man, his tail just pushed us into more lightning. Ouch, after that. Unfortunately, they don't hit each other, even though all of these attacks are going right through each other. Oh no, there's a dark raid down here too. There's a spooky skeleton man. Oh god, it's spooky, scary skeletons. Luckily, because they want to be dramatic, bitchy badasses, they do a very slow walk towards you, and it makes them very easy to defeat. Yeah, it is a lot of smushed bodies down here. It's pretty yucky. Oh god, I love this song. It's such a good song. Did everyone hear the music all right? I'm trying to play some music in the background because Dark Souls is a very quiet game. I want to make sure everyone can hear. We're always trying to tweak those audio levels to the best experience possible. No, that was a bad attack. That wasn't worth doing. Yep. I just put myself right in the lightning. You can actually just ignore all the drakes here, which might be the better option, but now that I'm already here, right? I'm already ready to throw down, so let's just fucking go. There we go. That's one. The rest of them are freaking out over here. Oh yeah, let me just finish that one off. No. He did the flying attack. Oh god. Oh, I just barely missed. Come on. Ooh, no. Oh, no, this is bad. Oh, wait, no. Yes, he did the straight attack and not the sideways one. Woo! There's some treasure on the bridge, and I know there's the red tearstone ring around here, which are both really helpful to have. Actually, I don't know about the treasure on the bridge. I actually don't remember what that is, but I know the red tearstone ring is around here. There we go. Nice. Okay, cool. Music is good. I'm glad. This is good. I'm glad levels are good. This artist is also super good. Alright, I see that. I'm eyeballing that treasure right there on the bridge. I do really want it. But I think up here is where the red tearstone ring is. I think this is where all the speedrunners run to when they want to get that extra damage. Yeah, this must be it. There we go. Red tearstone ring. I think that doesn't do anything except just gives you a visual indicator that the ladder's here. And let me try and... I want to see if I can sneak that treasure without upsetting the Drake over here. I don't want to upset him, you know. I like some of this music. I'm not here to make Drake mad. No. Oh, just the act of taking the stuff makes him mad. And it's not even good. It's the brigand set and the spider shield. I mean, I like the spider shield because it looks like it has a Halloween plastic spider ring on it, which is, I'm very down with. They're cute. I don't like spiders, but the little plastic ones that they hand out on Halloween, they're cute. I like them. Okay. Not the most functional of rings, though. If somebody were to propose to me with one of those, you know what? Actually, I'd take them. I'd appreciate. That is a big dick move. Having just of pure gall to propose with a plastic spider ring. You'd have to do it on Halloween, though. That would be so legit. Okay, there they are. They said imminent dark wraith, and there he is. Look at the spooky, scary skeleton boy. There he is. And they've got the dark sword, which is also a great weapon. Got a bad rap in Dark Souls 3 because like everybody was using it. It's considered a noob weapon. But otherwise, it is good, and it's a stylish one. And it comes with a good weapon art for being a straight sword. Okay, that's nothing. So this is something. I don't think this is boss fight, but it does lead to more dark wraiths. I know they're around here. Oh, there's one. Yep. They're fun. They're just a fun bunch. Oh, okay, cool. There we go. There's one gone. There's another one. Oh, I could have snuck it up on him. Oh, yes, this is the first one you see, and he has the dark wraith hand. They have this, like, the one thing that makes them really cool, aside from being just spooky, scary skeletons, is that they've got this, like, glowing red hand that emits, like, a force field shield. It's very cool. It gets, I think they nerf it in the later games, but God, it's cool looking. You gotta give them points for style. It's all about that fashion Souls. This thing does not get style points, though. It's just straight up gross. And, yep, of course it belches, because why wouldn't it? Yes. Rack up the goods. Oh, no. I knew I heard an explosion coming behind me. I should have been looking around. Too focused on this big pile of goo. I think the dark wraith was trapped behind him. Yeah, there he is. There we go. That's another one taken care of. Dropped a Titanite chunk, which is great. I don't know if they can drop their gear. I actually don't remember. So I think my first time through here, I did kind of rush this area. I don't think I explored it a whole lot. I was just too spooky scared by everything around here. Okay. Oh, wait. Humanity is good, but even better. Oh, this is not better. This is not what I was talking about. It's the opposite of what I was talking about. But look at that force field shield. It's so cool. So cool. Oh, no, I was going for the kick. You can't kick me while I'm trying to kick you. Oh, shit. Ooh, you can do that, though. You can definitely do that. Yikes. And never mind, we're good. Everything's chill. We're chilling. I wasn't even scared. Okay. Now this, I believe, is... Yes, it's an elevator. Always want to unlock more shortcuts. That's what it's all about. Here we go. And where does this actually open up to? If I'm trying to... If I have to get back here at some point, I need to know how to get here. Unfortunately, as a result of... Be wary of beating to a pulp. Uh-oh. Oh, are there ghosts? Are there more ghosties? Oh, okay. Now I know where we are. Okay, great. That's actually a super helpful shortcut. That's one of the problems about draining the water out of this area is that nothing looks the same. Which means it's very easy to get lost even though you've already explored this area. But that's okay. Luckily, we don't need to backtrack. We just need to keep pushing forward. Let's see. Here. They say here, so it must be here, right? Why would they lie to me? Have they ever lied to me before? Yes, they have. Those notes lie all the time. People are like that. If they have anonymity, they will do it. Where's this go? Keeping my shield up. I don't know if I trust any of this. But I do want to explore. It's really dark in here, though. Oh, you know what? I'm like, oh, it's dark in here. Maybe I should do something about it. It's almost as if I have a big old bright light I can slap on my head. There we go. Problem solved. I mean, it is still dark in here. That doesn't really change the fact that it's dark. Okay, that was a tremendous dead end. What is up here? What do we have? Where are your secrets? I know there's some treasure chests around here. I saw another one down there as well. Okay. Very large ember. Extra big is large. Oh, excuse me. I dropped my Magnum condom for my extra large ember. Okay, I know there's another treasure chest down here. Just how do I get to it? How do I get to that glowing pile of treasure over there? Maybe there's a way to cycle around over here. Or is this another dead end? Oh, maybe. Might be onto something. There we go. Yeah, there's the treasure. Bada bing. Oh, okay, it was just some souls. That's still good, though. I'm not complaining. Definitely not complaining. Let's see. Is there anything else I want over here? Is there anything else I need over here? I think that was just, yeah, I think that was it. They just had a couple little secrets. I'll just head back down then. Great. Yeah, this is where we were coming in from. Which way did we actually come in from? Was it this way? I see a dead body. Yeah. Okay, I think we came from here. Right? It's hard to tell. A lot of this looks the same. Okay, yeah, there's the door to the Valley of Drakes. Okay, great. There we go. That's all I needed to see. I just needed to see that so I could get reacclimated to where we're at. Everything's good now. Everything's good. I'll just keep going forward. Yes, there's still some water down here. It's a nice touch. Like, even though we like slightly flooded, you know, we opened the floodgates to release a lot of that water, there's still a ton of water down here. It just gives this place so much style. And it comes with really cool lore implications. It's very cool. I love that Dark Souls is a master at doing both. Right? All of the things that are cool stylistically, most of the time also are functional in some way. Which is very, very cool game design. I'm sure there are plenty of game designers out there who would talk their ear off about Dark Souls game design and how cool it is. And, you know, not that it's flawless, it definitely has its flaws. Like, getting lost. A lot of these places can look very similar. That's not so great. I mean, I don't blame them for operating in, like, the same, like, color and tone palette for each of the areas, but as far as, like, physically making everything dark and look the same, oh, sweet, there we go, cracked red eye orbs. That's the big PvP invader item. Unfortunately, if you're not part of the Dark Wraith's Covenant, I think you run out of those. Those are kind of the only ones you get. Uh-oh. Ow, ow, woo! Oh, we did the full combo with the fancy little twirl and everything. I love that little twirl. It's so good. There's no practical reason to ever twirl in the middle of like a sword fight under any circumstances, but I love that that's just a fantasy thing that we accept because it looks stylish as hell. And who doesn't love, like, just twirling? Just the act of twirling is fun. Yeah, I would totally get lost in this game. Believe me, I am getting lost too. It is a very easy to get yourself lost in game. At least certain areas. Right, some areas are pretty straightforward. This one is not straightforward under any means. Okay, that's where we first came in. There's all the gross soggy bodies. So let's head, we must have to go up. Eventually we have to drop into a hole. I remember that, but I don't know where. Oh. Imminent rear, nice. Yeah, look at that. Look at that ass. It's a little more fan service for all you viewers at home. Just a little bit to take the edge off. Please. I just need to see one butt. I don't care whose. Alright, is it up here? Oh, there's a big slimy goopy guy. And more Dark Wraiths coming out of the Shadow Works here. Woo! Great, this must be it then. That is one thing that you can almost always count on. If there's enemies, that's probably the way to go. Woo. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I was super scared. That was a pit. Oh, no, I was going to fall into something bad. Oh, no. No. Ah, stop. I just want to heal. I just want to find a place to heal. Please leave me alone for a second. Gonna backtrack a little bit because I'm feeling unsafe. Let me... Oh, no. Maybe I should have just chugged instead of used the heal move. Oh, I think I have just enough time. Yes! Just enough to get away. I wanna get away. Oh, shit. Woo! There we go. There we go. He didn't get the full combo on me. I saw him going for that twirl. Luckily, we're safe. There we go. And now, I was able to pull those way far away, which means we should be able to go right on back. Up and around. Shoot, where did we just come from? Oh, man. I spent too much time running away. Now I don't remember where we were trying to get to. There it is. Yes, there's the spooky, scary skulls. They explode when you get close. Woo. Of course they don't hurt the enemy, though. Go figure. Alright, let me S this. We're all out of heal miracles, which is kind of not great. Oh, no, bad skull. Oh, but I don't want to jump into that either. Oh, gosh. That's right, there's like a giant skull on this thing, and it produces other skulls. It's pretty grotesque. The more you look at this thing, it's pretty nasty looking. You know, I can respect that the Dark Souls Remaster makes the nasty things look even nastier. Right? At least they got that going for them. Which is gross. But it's gross on purpose. Therefore, it's good. Okay. What else lies down here? Oh, chest. Is it a mimic? Nope, we're good. We're totally good. Titanite chunk. Nice. Oh, you know I gotta break the pot. There we go. Excellent. You have to. That's like a requirement. Ah, yes. Need charmer. Do they mean the ring? Oh, we got more baddies. Yeah. Oh, that was too soon. Oh no! I tried to parry way too soon. Oh gosh. She's gonna stab. Ah, I dodged too soon. I'm doing everything. Ooh. I was right in the middle of saying I'm doing everything too soon, and then what did I do? I went and dodged too soon. Alright. Well, now I know where I'm going, though. I know where we're headed. We unlocked the shortcut. And that was like, the boss fight was just around that door, if I remember. So we're in good straits. I think we're going all right down there. It is 8:30 though, so I'm gonna call it a night. I might go see a movie later because I get to see movies for free at my work, which is pretty sweet. So I might go ahead and dip on out of here. But thanks for hanging out. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And hopefully I will see you next time. Tomorrow we'll be back with more Valkyria Chronicles, more Ancient Aliens and Lancer Laser Beams, and all that fun stuff. So hopefully I'll see you next time. Have a good night, everybody. And yeah, I think that's it. Good night.